following is a presentation of GRS TV.
From Homer B. Johnson Stadium in Garland, very pleasant good evening. Welcome to our Garland ISD Thursday night game of the week here on GRS TV. Tonight, it's the Sachse Mustangs and the Lakeview Centennial Patriots. Hi again, everybody. Scott Powell along with Bobby George. We're glad you're with us. Very interesting matchup. Sachse in first place, undefeated in district play at 3-0 or 4-0.
4-0.
And they are 4-3 on the season. Lakeview Centennial's 4-2 on the season, and they are 2-2 in district and tied for fourth place. Interesting matchup tonight, Bobby. These are two of the most balanced teams offensively and defensively in the district. This could be a real shootout.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Both teams are strong defensively, giving up less than 20 points each, and both teams can score about 30 points per game on offense. So very evenly matched. We'll just see how they match up well together. And I tell you what, Sachse has been the powerhouse. They're 4-0 in district. They were 0-3 coming into district play, but since then, man, they have just totally demolished the teams they've been playing. And so we'll see what Lakeview can do to them. We'll see if they can stop them on offense and put some points on the board, because that's what it's going to take.
Lakeview's in the top four in all the four major defensive categories. Sachse's in the top 10 in three of the four major defensive categories. And as Bobby said, they both score a lot of points. More importantly, Sachse's fourth against the run in the entire area. Here's a kickoff return by Marshall Frost for the Mustangs on a short kick, and they'll start it at their own 44-yard line, going right to left here in the first quarter. Mustangs in their white tops, white pants, and blue and red helmets. And Lakeview Centennial, boy, I love this. Might be my favorite uniform in the district. They're beautiful blue jerseys with the gold helmets and the white pants tonight with the blue trim for Lakeview Centennial. And we still got a lot of pink out there tonight. Some sleeves are pink, some socks are pink for both teams. This, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Quarterback for the Mustangs, Derek Rose.
Mustangs with a 1st and 10 from the 44 left hash. Going to be a simple handoff up the middle. Fighting for yardage. There wasn't much there, and a pretty good gain out of nothing for Miles Nash, now who is the leading rusher on this ball club.
Yeah, he puts up 5 yards pretty easy. He gets behind those big linemen. He had guys coming off the edge, but you got to have to, when you try to tackle him with just arms, it's going to be tough to pull him down. So he gets good 5 yards out of nothing.
He averages 6 a carry on the season. Quick pass out, incomplete, a little too tall for the intended receiver. Cameron Cromer. And he may have gotten a hand on it, but incomplete.
Yeah, Burt comes up from the safety position for Lakeview. Boy, look how fast he gets there. Boom. And as soon as he puts his arms up, Burke's right there to take him down. So just a nice job by the safety, coming from the safety position, trying to cover that slot.
Rose, that is only for Rose on the year. That's only his 5th incompletion. He was 17 of 21 for 403, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. Very few mistakes in his 3rd start tonight. And he'll keep it. He's a good runner, too. He gets a block downfield from Dean. He may go the distance inside the 10. Touchdown, Sachse.
Wow,
Derek
nobody
Rose
even touched him. He did a little bootleg. They thought he was handing the ball off, and nobody accounted for Derek Rose to go around the right side, and boom, there he is. Nobody. Look, no one's even in the screen. Just all the way, not even touched. Beautifully designed play.
51 yards for Rose. That puts him over the 200-yard rushing mark on the year. He averages 7 a carry. A lot of that is a wide receiver, but this is his 3rd start at quarterback, and he can run it and throw it. Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is right down the middle. Good by number 20, Chase Franks. Timeout on the field. Sachse strikes quickly and jumps out to a 7-0 lead over Lakeview Centennial. 11:15 left in the first quarter. Back in a moment on GRS TV. third play of the game. Sachse scores on a 51-yard keeper by the quarterback, Derek Rose. The scoring drive, not much, 56 yards in just 3 plays as they scored on third down. 7-0 Mustangs. They'll kick off to Lakeview, and they'll have their first possession of the game.
Yeah, it's just kind of defeating for a defense to go out there, highly ranked, and then you just, first 3 plays of the game, man, boom, you get a 51-yarder for a touchdown. Just a tough, demoralizing for that defense. What they're going to have to pick it up now.
Short kickoff return, and Lakeview is going to be backed up at their own 17 for their first possession. And they'll come out with their 3rd quarterback of the year. The first 2 were lost to injury. Jared Adams went out early in district, and then his backup, Aiden Gary, went out soon after that. And they're on their 3rd quarterback, a converted linebacker, Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah, he's a linebacker and knows the game of football so well. They were able to pull him over there to the offensive side and run plays out of it. Knows how to run the offense.
Johnson, the left-hander, pump fakes and wanted to keep it on the quarterback draw, and he just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Sachse not fooled by the pump fake. He actually got a yard to the 18.
When you are on defense, you don't even know the language or anything, the signals from the sideline, from the offense, and for him to be able to step up into this is really a remarkable feat for a defensive player to come in and start on offense. I mean, man, not even just offense, but running the quarterback position. So he must be a really smart, intelligent, great athlete to be able to do that.
He's got a good running back to his right. Number 4, Kamara Wheaton's 22nd in the area, 686 yards and 8 touchdowns. He'll be the primary workhorse on the ground tonight. Johnson in shotgun with Wheaton to his right in the pistol formation. Now they look to the sideline for the play. Plenty of time on the play clock. We're nearing the 10-second mark. Now it looks like they're ready to go on a 2nd and 9. Gonna hand it. Nope, play action. Gonna keep it around right end. Good opening and a first down all the way to the 37. As you can see, Johnson was also a backup running back who didn't carry it much, but he got 20 there to the 38 and a first down.
Well, they're freezing everybody with these fake throws and fake handoffs. You know, it's that run-pass option, and he did all 3 right there. He faked it on the run, then he faked the pass, and then he took off running again.
Fresh set of downs at the 38. Lakeview trailing 7-0 on their first possession here. 10 minutes left in our opening quarter. They're going to, looks like they may be changing the play. 3 receivers to the far side, the left side, 1 to the right. Wheaton, the tailback, going to fake it to Wheaton. Plenty of time for Johnson as he drops it off over the middle, caught, and pretty good yardage after the catch, and a first down for Zakamian West out to the 49, a gain of 11. Lakeview moving it.
So again, here he goes. He does the fake. Then he acts like he's going to throw it. Then he takes off running. Same kind of play, but this time he gets everybody freezing on his run, and he goes ahead and delivers a nice strike.
Lakeview Centennial, 49-yard.
James White, who had 15 tackles last week against North Garland, got the tackle there. Under pressure this time. Johnson's in big trouble. He drops it off. Very smart to get rid of that football. And they say he got it beyond the line of scrimmage, and he was outside the tackle box, or that would have been intentional grounding.
Boy, that's a great play because, I mean, they came through so fast. That Sachse defense just went crazy, and they may even get an offsides on it. I mean, they got through so quick. There is a flag on the field.
We wait for the signal from the referee, David Tucker, the man with the white hat on your screen there. They're discussing it. Maybe they're discussing whether it should be intentional grounding, Bobby.
Well, it wasn't. He was all the way outside the hash marks, and he threw it about 7 yards past the line of scrimmage. And they are.
And that's an illegal receiver downfield, that signal from Tucker. They're going to decline it. It would have been just a 5-yard walk-off. So do you take 1st and 15 or 2nd and 10? Well, Sachse's going to take 2nd and 10.
10 yards to go.
What would you do in that situation? I guess it's a toss-up, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm backing them up.
Look out for Isaiah Harrow tonight, number 19. He's the top receiver on this team. 15 for 344, 23 yards a catch, and 6 touchdowns. He's going to be in the right slot here. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Same pistol formation, ball center of the field. Another fake handoff, quick out to West, catches it and gets some extra yardage, and he may have a first down. It's going to depend on the mark. Looks like he's a yard short at the 42, a gain of 7.
Again, they have 3 wideouts over there, and you knew it's coming to him. It was just going to be a quick toss out there to him. Boom, they get it, but it was a great, the defense got there in time, but there was some great blocking by the outside receiver, just allowed him just enough time to catch that ball and get upfield. Beautiful, beautifully executed play.
Cornerback Micah Buchanan with the first hit for Sachse. 3rd and 1, although probably 4-down territory here in Sachse territory at the 42. Gonna hand it finally to Wheaton after a bunch of play action hand fakes, and Wheaton's got the first down over right guard. Bryce Robinson and Hunter Spears made the tackle, which they've made a lot of this year, but not before he got the first at the 40, gain of 2.
Well, you know, this Sachse defense, they've got some big defensive ends and a huge guy right in the middle. So they're, you know, they don't really want to have to run up the middle against this team. But, you know, Lakeview has really put together a great drive.
They're going to kill the start of this play, and it looks like Lakeview Centennial took a timeout. Why don't we take 1-2? 8:22 left in our first quarter.
They're
Sachse
first of the
7,
half.
Lakeview Centennial nothing, but Lakeview's on the move here on GRS TV.
First timeout in the first half.
Everybody choose GISD, a diverse community, providing exceptional education to every kid we see. That's the mission, reaching the future by driving excellence. Yeah, that's the vision. We have values. We believe every student can learn and every student deserves our best. You ready for your turn? Come join us and be a part. You could be Garland ISD proud too.
Back after the Lakeview Centennial timeout, Scott Powell and Bobby George. 1st and 10, Patriots. Keeper around left end gets a block from West, and Johnson with pretty good yardage out to the 34-yard line to gain a 6. We do have a penalty marker down across the way about the line of scrimmage. Let's see what this is all about. Could be an illegal block, and it might have been on West, although I'm kind of guessing at this point. Here comes David Tucker again. This could be a penalty-filled night the way it's starting out.
We have block in the back.
Yeah, I got it right, Bobby. I don't know if it was against West. We couldn't hear that, but it's going to be a mark-off against Lakeview here.
Yeah, when he breaks it to the outside.
Illegal block.
There's Kendall Miller having a little talk with the line judge, the head coach at Lakeview.
You see, when they think he's going to go down right there, and when it doesn't happen, then you see people get tied up, and boy, they really looks like they called it on the wrong team. I mean, man, did you see him get hit right there? It's just a straight up hit a guy right in the back.
10-yard walk-off, 1st and 20. Johnson in shotgun. Now it looked like they were going to go, but they stand up and look for the play from the sideline. We're under 10 on the play clock. They may have to hurry. 7, 6, 5. He finally drops back. I'm not sure he knows the play clock is about to run out, and just got it off with 1 second. Johnson's going to throw it deep over the middle.
He's
Caught.
going.
That is Askew, and he's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Patriots. Isaiah Askew, 50 yards.
50-yard pass.
Wow, that is how you answer. Derrick Rose has so much time sitting back in the pocket. He just sits there, watch this, 1, 2, 3, 4, waits it to open up, and then throws the strike over the middle. A cute little post pattern, and there was nobody there, no safety help at all.
Yeah, that's the key. Nobody up the middle where the safeties usually reside. PAT coming to try and tie this score at 7.
He just had too much time to throw it. When you do that, everybody's dropping back in coverage. And when it opens up, it really opens up nicely.
Ed White running on the field at the last second, and they're going to have, or they're going to take a 5-yard penalty and make this a longer PAT as the play clock is run out, and there goes the flag from the back judge. So this is going to be 5 yards further for the extra point for Jason Saucedo. Ed White just forgot to go out. Or maybe it was somebody else, and White was just covering for him. Who knows?
Centennial on the conversion attempt.
Either way, everybody's celebrating over on the sideline. They forget about having to go out and do the extra point.
Very impressive drive. 7 plays, 83 yards, and A little over 3 minutes. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're all tied up. Let's start over tonight here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. 7:38 first quarter. Looks like a good one. Sachse 7, Lakeview Centennial 7 on GRS TV. There's your man, Isaiah Askew, after he just caught a 50-yard crossing pattern catch from the quarterback, Jermaine Johnson, to score. We're tied at 7. Here's a short pop-up kickoff from Saucedo and a short return and a beautiful decleater tackle downfield by Garnett Burke.
Well,
man, that was a classic decleater right there.
If he wasn't there to make that tackle, there was a lot of running room. So that's the second time we've seen that little pop-up kick that actually went for some, quite some good yardage. And usually when you do that pop-up kick, as soon as they catch it, they're getting hit. So, Lakeview's going to, if they're going to continue to do that, they're going to have to really cover that a little bit better.
Well, Sachse went 56 yards in just 3 plays on their first possession. Here they go with possession number 2. Miles Nash in the pistol formation to the left of Derek Rose. He'll take the handoff, tried to cut it up, and he went into the waiting arms of a defender, and making the tackle there was Victor Smith, but not before Miles got a quick 4 to the 39-yard line.
6 yards to go for the Mustangs.
Victor Smith sitting there right at nose guard. He's right over the center there, and now he's playing outside tight end or defensive end.
Stangs going quickly. Nash again tried to work his way to the outside and was cut down. Good job there defensively. Leading the way, Caleb Ferguson, a defensive back that got into the middle of things there.
So he gets his handoff. Ferguson comes right up the middle from the linebacker position, was able to take that. Now you see number 50 there again, Smith. He's playing that outside. He's got to make sure he doesn't over pursue. You don't want that big touchdown going outside of him again.
3rd and 4 Mustangs, or they'd have to punt it away. Rose rolls, throws incomplete,
beautiful.
Knocked away at the last second. Great defensive play by Garnett Burke, his second big play of the night.
Very nice.
Forcing a Mustang punt, probably.
Again, coming from that safety, you see him break on the ball and just reach over with that right hand and just slap it down. I mean, that is a really nice break on the ball right there. Read it the whole way, got in front of it so he didn't go over with his left hand and cause contact. He comes over with the right hand, no contact there. Beautiful defensive play.
Punt formation for the Mustangs. Pretty good snap.
Blocked it.
And it is blocked. And we'll see if anybody recovers it. Lakeview tries to pick it up. They're going to get it unless they score on it. No, he'll be tackled inside the 10-yard line. That looked like Victor Smith. 90.
Oh, was it? 90, well, okay. I thought it was 50, yeah.
It's one of those tough names, Bobby.
Iwanahu.
Iwanahu. Boy, you handle it very well. I'm impressed.
Why don't you come over the right side, boom. Gets a complete clean block. I mean, they just forgot to get him there. And then the ball just goes squirting out all over the place. It was going to be Lakeview's ball anyway. But, boy, he gets a clean pickup, and nobody picks him up till the very last second. Gets down to the 8-yard line.
Got to figure Lakeview is an underdog coming into this one. Graham, number 16, over there on the sideline.
I believe he's the one that got the block.
First and goal at the 8-yard line. Lakeview trying to take the lead here early on here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. A lot of pink socks on these Patriots linemen tonight. And a lot of the skill positions also. We've got a stoppage in play. Lakeview Centennial wants another timeout. We'll take one. 6:20 left first quarter. We're tied at 7. Lakeview Centennial and Sachse here on GRS
Timeout.
TV.
Lakeview Centennial, their second of the half.
Here we go on 1st and goal at the 8 for Lakeview. Wheaton's going to sweep it right. He's got the corner. Touchdown, Lakeview Centennial. Kamar Wheaton from 8 yards out.
Yeah, he had the ball is set on the hash marks on the other side of the field, so why not give it to your speedster coming around the corner and just gets outside and outruns everybody to the corner? Not even touched. Boy, that's just a good job of Lakeview getting 14 unanswered points right here.
All set up by the blocked punt that was returned to the 8-yard line. Comes the PAT from Salcedo, and it looks good. It is good. Another timeout on the field, and we've got an upset brewing tonight here at HBJ Stadium. Lakeview Centennial, 14 unanswered points. They lead Sachse 14-7 on GRS TV. Here's Kamar Wheaton on the sideline right after his 8-yard touchdown run, his 9th touchdown rushing of the season for the, I believe he's just a junior.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of love from his fans down there.
He got so much playing time last year. He is just a sophomore. Wow. Think about having to face him another 2 years. They don't go early in high school like they do at some other levels. Pretty good deep kick, drives the return man back to the 3. That's Miles Nash. Here comes a head of steam, and boy, good coverage as he's hit and finally dropped. We've got a penalty. This looks like some kind of illegal block on the return, so Sachse may really be pinned up in their own territory here.
Yeah, I was watching. I just didn't see much.
I didn't either.
Much there, but
kind of came out of nowhere.
I mean, he threw that thing 25 yards. He was down here on the 45 of Lakeview when he threw it.
It looked way away from the ball, too. Over here near the near sideline, while Nash is cutting it across to the right sideline.
Holding.
It is holding
number 19,
Sachse.
Number 88, Sachse. It'll be 2 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Penalty goes against Sachse. Holding.
Now, why would that be from the end of the run? Why wouldn't it be from the point of the infraction on a kickoff return like that? Makes me wonder, but anyway, they are pinned up all the way back at their 14 for 1st and 10.
All the momentum is going for the Patriots right now.
Shotgun formation. Rose looks right, fires on the slant, caught for a first down, and downed immediately is Chase Cromer. On the tackle for Lakeview was Ja'Cory Tarver.
Yeah, this is what you don't. You just want to make sure that you don't have any huge plays that go for long distances here. So keep everything in front of you if you're the Patriots.
Gain of 15 to the 29. Handoff, breaking a tackle. Won't get away from the second one, but a pretty good gain there again by Miles Nash. Caleb Ferguson with the tackle number 2.
Boy, he makes a great move right at the line of scrimmage. Watch this. Here you go. Kiss the wind. See ya.
Yeah, he should have been down earlier. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Nash to the right of Rose. Rose is just going to keep it around right in. Hit, falls forward, and he drops the football. It's loose.
Patriots.
Lakeview may have it. We wait for the signal. We wait for the signal. We wait for the signal.
It's the same team.
Give us a signal. I guess Sachse's kept it.
Yeah, it was both the same team sitting there with
now they finally tell us, Bobby, that Lakeview's got it.
Oh, there you go.
You know, just give us a signal. That's all we want. It is a Lakeview recovery. Watch the replay. Rose just drops it.
Yeah, he gets turned around the side, and boom, it gets knocked out right there.
So 2 huge mistakes against Sachse, already down 14-7, and Lakeview would like to take a 2-touchdown lead here.
Yeah, that's the second big play. Wanahoo. He picks up the fumble from the punt. Then he causes the fumble right there. 2 great plays.
Lakeview only had to go 8 yards on their last possession after a blocked punt. Going to try and take advantage of this one. And Johnson in trouble, just lost the football as he was hit from behind. And it looks like they've given it right back to the Sachse Mustangs, and they have.
Well, I don't understand that. He sees him coming, and I think he's going to try to throw the ball.
Yeah, I think he did, and that was a big
mistake. And it just slipped out of his hands.
Let's see the replay, hopefully. Hunter Spears with the play.
He sees it coming. He takes off running right there.
It just fell out of his hand.
He just doesn't tuck it. Big turnover right there. You have an opportunity at that point to go ahead and eat some clock up and or score and make it a 3-touchdown game here.
5:07 first quarter. Sachse with the football at their own 49 on the right hash. Derek Rose will hand it to Miles Nash, cuts it outside, crosses the 50. Good yardage, a first down all the way to the 39 of Lakeview Centennial. Once he got through the first wave, he just picked his way through the secondary.
Yeah, it's like Patriots are missing a couple of tackles. They're getting there. They're in the right place. They're just missing some tackles.
Yeah, they're there. That's a good point. They're there. They just can't close. Nash, very elusive, of course, gets another handoff. Now they'll stack this one up pretty well, but he still squeezed out 3 yards to the 36.
Once again, Miles Nash, the ball carrier. And in the tackle, Zacchaeus.
These Patriot defensive ends, they're just going to have to be real careful tonight and play their position on the outside and not get sucked up into the middle trying to stop Nash, because you just have to make sure that you don't get anybody outside of you.
Nash again on the carry. He'll be short of the first down. Better job there by Lakeview, stacking that one up. Leading the way was Jalen Graham, number 16. 3rd and 4, although it could be 4-down territory. Nash comes out, as you see.
It's a good job right there, just waiting on your guys, fighting off of those blockers and not going out and just shooting upfield. Just wait on him to come to you, make the tackle. Just a good job right there defensively.
3rd and 4. Rose fakes the handoff, keeps it, big yardage. He scored a touchdown on that similar play, but this time he won't score, but he gets a first down at the Lakeview 20, gain of 13.
And he looks like he's hurt.
Speaking of losing quarterbacks, Lakeview's on their 3rd quarterback. Sachse's on their 4th quarterback. They've used 4 quarterbacks this year. And 2 of them have not played because of injury. So hopefully Rose will be okay. He's already getting up pretty quickly. That's a good sign.
This is what we're talking about. You have to be careful on that outside, those defensive ends. You have to stay out there. I think he falls down on his shoulder or his hand or something there.
They'll have to come out for one play, so let's see who they'll put in. Maybe it'll be the sophomore, Parker Wells, who's seen a lot of playing time.
Injured player for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the way he's holding his
hand.
Yeah, you just don't know if it's his elbow, shoulder, or wrist. Something right in that area, though. It looks like they're looking at his shoulder now.
It's going to be Anthony Beltran, it appears, number 14. Beltran had a shoulder problem against Wiley, got hurt late in the game with Wiley to open district play and went out for several games. And this will be his first action coming back in relief here.
For the Mustangs.
Beltran with some pretty good numbers, 61% passer, 37 of 61.
Yeah, after he got hurt, they just kind of started rolling with, the quarterback there and never really put him back in the game. But he's very capable quarterback.
Torrey Washington takes the handoff from Anthony Beltran. Beltran started the opener against Coppell. Torrey Washington to the 17-yard line for a gain of 3 on first down.
With help from Zacchaeus Adam.
But when you lose Rose, you're not only losing a pretty good 3rd, 4th string quarterback, you're also losing your top receiver on the year. They'd love to put him at receiver right now.
And really becoming quickly your top rusher.
Wasn't for injury, he probably would have never become the quarterback. Here's an end-around handoff to the wide receiver, Trent Dean, who is near a first down, but it looks like a couple of yards short at the 12-yard line. A gain on the play of 5.
Just the end around. And again, defensively,
Third down and
it looks like the Patriots are having a hard time containing the edge. And they're just going to have to make sure that they stay out there waiting for somebody to come to them and not try to do everybody else's job. You got to stay on the outside.
On the reverse, Miles Nash made the big two on the end over there. That's your starting running back leading the way. Here he goes leading the way to the end zone. Miles Nash, touchdown, Sachse. On a 12-yard run. I think he might have been untouched, Bobby.
Yeah, they're running right outside the end. The end is coming up too far up the field. You see it right there, and they just run right up underneath them.
So Sachse's got a chance to retie the football game.
Well, there was a lot of lead blockers out there.
Again, Lakeview recovers a fumble at the Sachse 46 and then turns it back over on the very first play, and Sachse goes the distance. 51-yard drive, and now they'll try to tie it up here. Chase Franks, the kicker, and a penalty marker from the end zone of the umpire. This may be a longer extra point try than they wanted.
Encroachment on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Still doing the try.
2-minute, 30-second drive, 51 yards, 7 plays for Sachse. So it'll be a little bit closer. This will be about a 19-yard extra point try for Franks.
Well, a lot of times when you see that, they'll end up going for it, try to get an extra 2 points.
Chase Cromer will hold it unless he fakes it. Gets it down. Kick good, just inside the right upright. Well, let's start over one more time as we're retied at 14, our second tie of the night. As you see Miles Nash over there talking with Torrey Washington, who helped fuel that drive. 2:27 left here in the first. Still in the first quarter. It's a good one tonight. Sachse 14, Lakeview Centennial 14 on GRS TV. While we're at break, Derek Rose, tonight's starting quarterback for the Mustangs, has just been taken to the locker room with a possible hand or shoulder or both injury. So it looks like it's Anthony Beltran's the rest of the way tonight at quarterback. Low driving kick to the 10. Zakamian West on the return, breaks one shoestring try and breaks another tackle. Still loose. And boy, he's turning on the Jets now. They are on, and he may score. Finally run out of bounds about the 10-yard line. My goodness, looked like a track meet for a minute.
I'm telling you, West does some crazy stuff. I mean, he just shows the speed, for one thing, how explosive he is when he gets that ball. And then he just cuts and stops on a dime, and then he's going full speed again. Watch these moves right in here, how he makes this guy. He makes that move right there, up, and then stop and cut, and then he's going full speed. It's like a cat.
Now watch him turn it on here. I mean, look at that
flat out
gate.
Runs everybody there.
Look at that gate when he turned it on. I mean, that's a sprinter, baby. Give credit to Cameron Quinn to get him out of bounds without scoring. First down at the 13. Fake handoff. Johnson's in trouble and down for a loss. Back to the 20, a loss of 7. We have a penalty marker in the secondary thrown by the back judge.
Well, Jordan Brooks, now that's what you're supposed to do. You got to stay on the outside and not allow anybody to get out there. You got to let everybody else do their job, stay on the outside, and that's what he does right there. Jordan Brooks, 6 foot, 200-pound linebacker, was able to contain him.
Third leading tackler on the Mustang team. Here comes David Tucker with the decision.
Personal foul, face mask. Number 2, Sachse. It'll be penalized half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. First down.
So a break for Lakeview, wipe out the loss on the play, and they're going to have a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. They actually gained 8 instead of losing 7. What a switch in field position.
Well, that does. I mean, you have a great play that happens right there. You back them up a little bit, and then you just lose it to a face mask penalty that was probably not even in the play anywhere. I'm not sure where they threw it, way back in the backfield, a defensive backfield towards the safety area.
First and goal at the 5, 2 receivers right. That's the far side of the field. Gonna hand it to Wheaton, sweeping left. Hit from behind. He tried to reach out for the pylon, but came up just a little bit short.
Well, that's somebody that's been to the end zone a couple of times, where he knows exactly where it's at, reaches out, knows the rules. All you got to do is get that ball right across the end zone or touch the pylon, and he knows the rules to it. He tries to reach. He's got the speed to get out there. He tried to outrun everybody. Whoa!
Devontae Gator with the tackle.
No, here we go.
Ball loose. Johnson's got it, but he's in jail as he rolls out to the right, gets it off. Incomplete, too tall for Askew in the end zone.
Yeah, I think he's throwing that ball away, but as fast as he is, he may have had the opportunity to actually catch some yards on there, but it had to get all the way back to the 1 yard line. I don't know. He throws it away.
Perfect snap. It wasn't the snap that was the problem. He just didn't
good
catch
bounce
it.
Too.
Look at the elusiveness, though. He saved a huge loss. Really, it looked like he just threw it away.
Yeah, I think he's throwing that ball away. He needs to make sure he tucks that ball up. Now he's running with it way out there, and that's how he got the fumble earlier in the game. He needs to learn how to just tuck that ball when he runs.
3rd and goal from the 3 yard line. Johnson deep shotgun, Wheaton way behind him, and we've got another whistle. And another timeout, Lakeview Centennial. They are out of timeouts, but they figure this is an important play coming up. Let's take a break. We'll be back to see if the Patriots can score. It's a 14-14 game.
Their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
Some of the Sachse cheerleaders on hand here at Homer B. Johnson tonight, or was that Lakeview? It might have been Lakeview Centennial cheerleaders. 3rd and goal at the 3 for Lakeview in a 14-14 tie. Fake handoff, Johnson rolling out left. Tried to hit a receiver in the back of the end zone, but it came up short. That was a tough pass, rolling, scrambling away from the defenders and then throwing it off the back foot, intended for Reed.
Yeah, I think they just kind of missed their blocks, and they got in a little faster than they expected because the play was there. It's kind of like a bootleg or something. You had Reed coming all the way across the back of the end zone, and he does free up, and he is open, but he was under so much pressure he couldn't get the ball, set his feet, and throw it up there.
About the distance of an extra point here for Saucedo, looking for 3 on this field goal try. It's a liner inside the right upright and good. So Lakeview Centennial retakes the lead. 1:14 left still in the first quarter. It's Lakeview Centennial 17, Sachse 14 on GRS TV. A lot of possessions here in the first quarter, but a lot of short ones thanks to some turnovers. This will be the 9th possession of the first quarter, and it'll be for Sachse, who now trails 17-14 on the Saucedo 20-yard field goal for Lakeview.
Back deep.
It's been a good one tonight. Lakeview 2-2, tied for 4th. Sachse unbeaten in district at the top with a 4-0 record. Liner, this is a good chance for a nice return here. Nash turns on the speed down the far sideline, got good blocking, and he's going to bring it all the way to the Lakeview Centennial side of the field.
Well, they're just so fast. You kick it up there, you better get the ball hanging up in the air so that your defenders can get down there, because when they catch it,
I think they're better off just popping up the kick, Bobby, because that gives Nash, when you line it, it gives him all day to return it.
Yeah, sets it up for a big return.
Your kicker does not get much height on the ball, so I would just kick it short and hope for a fair catch.
Well, I tell you, this game, total yards, Sachse's 145 and Lakeview is at 98. But Lakeview is winning the ball game right now from, block punts and that sort of thing has put them in position to, have the lead.
Anthony Beltran still in there for Derek Rose, the injured Rose. Torrey Washington may go as he turns it on. Touchdown, Sachse. There is a marker back at the 45, and the referee is going to tell us he made the call, and he's going to tell us what went wrong.
Holding, number 70, Sachse. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay. First down.
So wipe out the Washington 55-yard touchdown run.
Well, things like that will drive a coach crazy.
And it's driving Red crazy, as you can see. Red Barron's on the Sachse sideline.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure he liked the call, Bobby.
You take a touchdown away like that.
70
yards.
Did he say 70 or 71? I think he said 71, maybe. Who was out of the play
right there. No, that's how the edge got taken away.
Edged.
Yeah, because they grabbed the defensive end and just held him.
Ball be back at the Sachse 45 for 1st and 20.
So that was a correct call. That's why they scored the touchdown there.
Beltran hands it off.
Boy, Beltran.
Washington gets outside again, and he's going to have close to a first down. Got most of that back to the 38 of Lakeview. That's a 17-yard gain for Torrey Washington.
What's this spin move right here to get out of this tackle? Woo! Hitting there again.
Washington averaging 7.5 a carry on the year.
Patriots have been in the right position. They've just had a hard time making that first tackle.
2nd and 3, Sachse. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They just spread the field and hand it off. The blocking is good between the tackles.
First down for Sachse.
You got some big guys from Sachse. One of them being number 79 right there, and I'd run right behind him all day long. Larry Wynn, 6'3", 275 pounds, guard. I mean, look at him, man, just blocking like that. You got room to run.
Finally, the first quarter is over. About a 45-minute first quarter, but hey, it's been very entertaining. We've had 31 points in the first quarter scored. We'll go to the second quarter with Lakeview Centennial holding a 17-14 lead over Sachse here on GRS TV. Nice evening for football here in Garland, Homer B. Johnson Stadium as we start the second quarter. Not a bit of wind and the temperature dropping. We're probably in the 50s right now. Just a great evening for football, and the rain has stopped earlier today.
It's been great that this rain has stopped, and everybody's happy about it.
First play of the second, DJ Williams takes the hand. Excuse me, that is KJ Williams. We've got DJs and KJs all over this district that run with the football. So
well, he was swallowed up right there. The defense was there and knew what was going on.
Tomorrow night, we're going to see South Garland's DJ Williams carry the ball. This is KJ, and he gets a short gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Actually, no gain, 2nd and 10. Williams still in there. They're going to stop this play as Beltran drops into the pocket. Probably procedure as the marker's down here near the nearest sideline.
False start.
Yep.
Number 6, Sachse. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
5-yard penalty against the Mustangs.
Red Barons again on the Sachse sideline. He looks healthy after that gallbladder surgery about 3 weeks ago. Beltran drops a low snap, picks it up. Now he's just going to have to unload it as he was in jail. The timing of the play thrown off on the drop.
Now this one you can call intentional grounding. I mean, there was nobody over there. He's just throwing the ball. It didn't get to the line of scrimmage, and he wasn't outside the pocket.
He was hit as he threw it, but, you know, you have to meet the 2 criteria. The officials are talking. I think, yeah, we're going to get the intentional grounding call. No, it looked like he was going to make the signal. He wanted the football, Bob. Yeah. Not ready for the snap there, Bobby.
Neither was the running back. Nobody was, I don't think.
Center was on a different snap count, it appeared.
Yeah, he's throwing that ball away right there. They got away with one.
3rd and 15 for Sachse. Beltran with a deep drop time over the middle. Oh, he overthrows everybody, including the defense. I don't think he was expecting maybe a different pattern there, and it's going to be 4th and 15.
He didn't have time, really. I mean, as soon as he set back to throw that one, now there was some pressure coming after him.
You go for this, or do you punt it?
No,
Looks like they're going to send the
away,
punt.
I think.
It would be a 51-yard field goal attempt.
I mean, there was nobody open. I mean, everybody was double covered. It's probably best that the ball got thrown away there. Although the coach is really talking to him like he missed something, but it didn't look it to me. It didn't look like there was anybody open.
We've had one time when somebody lined up in punt formation, it was Sachse, and they had it blocked. So this
they're going to go for it.
Fake is on.
That's crazy.
The fake is on. Addison Perez is going to be dropped for a huge loss, and Lakeview is going to get great field position.
I mean, he had to run that. He'll have to run that 25 yards. And there wasn't enough field position. I mean, it wasn't like you were on your own 20 where everybody's taking off the block. I mean, they were already on their 40.
Why do you go for a fake on 4th and 25? That makes no sense at all.
And like you're on that side of the field, so it's not like the defenders, the punt return team is taking off and trying to set up a return.
Yeah.
They're going to set on the offensive side of the ball trying to wait on it.
Jalen Graham with another tackle on that fake try. 1st and 10 Patriots, their own 38, left hash. Fake handoff, Johnson fires on a stop route. Caught West, evades a tackler, and he's off to the races. Will he go the distance? A little mini stiff arm. He will score. Lakeview Centennial touchdown. Zacamian West.
Woo!
62 yards.
And they blow a whistle. They throw a flag here. I don't know what for.
It's in the end zone, so it's probably a post-play celebration type penalty.
What a move right here when he catches this ball. Pow! Made you miss.
And then turn on those jets, baby.
Yeah, just shows his speed right here. Look at this block. Boom!
These are 2 of the quickest teams in the district at the skill positions, you know it? And we're seeing it on display here tonight in an offensive showcase. We're early second quarter, and that was our 37th point of the night.
I mean, Zacamian West is only 5'8", 148 pounds, but both times we've seen him touch that ball, it's been really fun to watch.
Unsportsman against Sachse.
That's interesting. I
guess you assess on the kickoff. There is Zacamian. He probably could use some oxygen right now.
I'm telling you, that was a beautiful run, wasn't it?
What a great name. Z period West. That's a great name. Z West. Just sounds fast, doesn't he? Z West.
Put a Z on it, man, and it just sounds fast.
How about ZZ West?
Just Z West.
Just sounds like a blitz across the screen, doesn't it?
It was, too.
Salcedo for another PAT try here. As we get back to play, I guess it'll be assessed on the kickoff, the unsportsmanlike conduct. There's Kendall Miller, the Lakeview Centennial head coach.
Come on, refs, let's play this ball game now.
Yeah, let's get back to play. Kwame Long will be the holder. Good snap, ball down, kick is also good. Timeout on the field. Lakeview expands their lead, 10:47 left second quarter. Patriots 24, pulling the upset over Sachse, who has 14 here on GRS TV.
Everybody choose GISD, a diverse community, providing exceptional education to every kid we see. That's the mission. Reaching the future by driving excellence. Yeah, that's the vision. We have values. We believe every student can learn and every student deserves our best. You ready for your turn? Come join us and be a part you could be. Garland ISD proud too.
Some of the fans on hand tonight here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. A lot of pink for that Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October. Got the pom-poms and the pink shirts. And a lot of pink out here tonight.
Well, I guess we're going to see what they're going to do on this kickoff again. If they're going to try to pooch kick it, or if they're going to try to kick it down towards the end zone. I think if you're going to kick it towards the end zone, you need to kick it all the way out of the end zone.
Based on where he's lining up, he's going to pooch it, and he does. Caught. Nice return up that far sideline. They're still going to start inside the Lakeview 40-yard line.
I mean, each time they've done that, they've just not had the speed to get down there and stop them. And if you're going to do that each time, you might as well just kick onside kicks every time.
That's a really good point. You had nothing to lose there by trying an onside kick.
I mean, every time they've done the pooch kick, they've really almost got back to where they kicked it from.
That's a pretty smart statement there. They'd be better off if they had tried the onside kick.
Just
I think.
squib it straight down the middle or something.
First and 10, 2 receivers each way. Anthony Beltran hands to Nash. He gets a quick 3 over left guard to the 35. Sabrin Woods, usually a running back, hadn't played running back yet tonight. He was in on that tackle, along with Zacchaeus Adams. Woods in there at middle linebacker tonight.
Sachse, 162 total yards, 7 first downs, and 147 rushing yards.
Nash on 2nd and 7. Again, Woods a part of the tackle, as well as big number 90, Iwana. Am I getting that right? You're the one that knows how to pronounce that, Bobby. Iwana, number 90. You handle it with ease.
Third down and 5.
3rd and 5 coming for Sachse.
Just outside the Patriot 33.
9:30 and counting here in the second quarter. They trail by 10 points. Beltran, play action, roll right, deep pass. That's going to be caught. Even if it's caught, it's out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, that was a long pass, and he does a good job just getting that ball close to his receiver. I mean, I thought he was going to just try to throw that one away. He has a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, good pressure there.
He sets up and throws a good ball just right out of the reach or right out of bounds where he couldn't get to it.
But we've got an injured Patriot down. Jalen Graham, who's had a good night right now, is on his back and squirming. Lakeview needs him to get up. Why don't we take a break? 24-14, Lakeview Centennial here on GRS TV. Jalen Graham still down as we return here to Homer B. Johnson Stadium, and that is Derek Rose, the starting quarterback for Sachse, in an arm sling now. It looks like he will not be back tonight or maybe for the near future. That's a big
never
blow.
a good sign when you got to come back with the arm sling.
He was their top receiver, forced to play quarterback because they lost the first two to injury and had done a great job, and now he's out with an injury. It's been a tough year for Sachse quarterbacks and Lakeview Centennial quarterbacks. Jared Adams, by the way, the game is being dedicated to him because his mother, Teresa Gale Harden Adams, passed away from her fight with cancer back on October 17th. So a little ceremony before the game. The team has dedicated this game to Jarrett, who is out with injury the rest of the season as their quarterback. Beltran in trouble, and he didn't get rid of it and got dropped for a big loss. And that's Sabron Woods with another tackle for the Patriots. And that's going to force a Sachse punt, probably. Back at the 40-yard line, loss of 7.
Alua Wilson, number 31 for the Patriots, though. If you can see him, he's got his man covered all the way. You can see him trying to throw to it. Beltran is looking at him to throw. There was nothing there, and I'm telling you, he was blanketed in the backfield.
Coverage sack, I guess we'd call that then, right?
Yeah, I mean, he had no place to throw that ball.
Woods went on a delayed blitz. He didn't blitz until the play was 2-3 seconds old and then just went to an opening right up the middle from his linebacker spot. By the way, that was a fourth down play.
That was fourth down.
I do apologize. I thought they were going to punt here, but it's Lakeview Centennial's football. 3 receivers set from their 40. Kamar Wheaton reverses his field around right in, and he'll be dumped after a 1-yard gain, and a late penalty marker flags.
That's interesting. The penalty comes that late.
Could be a face mask, illegal block.
Solo tackle by
Looks like it's against Lakeview Centennial.
Marker on the play.
Just from the motion of the head linesman.
Yeah,
Kelvin Rhodes.
Have a legal block in the back. Number 12, Centennial. Be 10 yards previous spot. Replay.
Yeah, usually it comes from the receiver side of it. But that's why we were saying after he gets tackled there, then they throw the flag, so it's just a little late. And this is a counter. Gets a couple of guys pulling for him. Maybe they call it right there is probably where they call it.
The receiver, maybe.
Yeah, he's the one that makes the tackle, though, so usually don't call that as they're tackling. But
good point. Isaiah Askew, number 12.
There was 2 different places that could have been called there. So
1st and 20, Patriots. Got 3 downs to make up for the loss. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Empty backfield. Johnson pump fake. Drops off a screen. Wheaton may have caught it, but even if he did, he's downed immediately, and they're going to say incomplete. It was just a low pass. Jordan Brooks was there just in case to clean up.
Well, I believe Wheaton goes out there in motion, and then they're going to pump fake it, and Wheaton falls down. So he pumps it, and then he's going to go. Well, Wheaton falls at that time, and so he was going to be going straight up the middle, and it was probably going to be right over the middle, about a 10-yard pass. It was set up beautifully, but Wheaton loses his foot, and then the plays, your timing is all off after that. You just got to kind of get rid of it.
Very strange play, really. I don't think I've ever seen that. Send a guy in motion, then throw a screen to him over the middle.
Yeah, it was like a pump and go, basically.
Fake handoff. Johnson's just going to throw this one way out of bounds.
Oh, man.
Did that hit the stands down here?
What are they going to call here? Yeah, but I think they're going to call him hitting the
intentional grounding. You lose it down on that anyway. That was a 3rd down play, so they may lose 10 and then have a 4th down punt coming.
Ryan,
we have intentional grounding.
That's a bad possession all the way around, Bobby. It's time to get rid of the ball and punt it away.
Down. It'll be 3rd down.
You're going to lose 10 plus the down. It's going to be 4th, and you got to get to the 50. We'll do the math here once they put the football down. It's going to be 4th and 30, it appears.
Ryan Jones puts the pressure on him right here.
Penalty goes against Lakeview Centennial.
Yeah, 4th and 29. Get a foot on this football and get rid of it. If you're Lakeview Centennial, they'll be happy to get rid of this football. We're just a bad possession all the way around. They line up in shotgun with no punter. I guess they're going to try and get them to draw offside.
3rd down, I believe.
Yeah, I thought it was 4th down. My fault. It should have been a loss of down. What was the down when they ran the play? That was 2nd because we had a penalty. Okay. Definitely 3rd down.
Oh, he gets a big
cut
break.
up the middle.
Wheaton
with a big gainer. He's still not back to the original line of scrimmage, which tells you something, to the 37-yard line.
Gives them some room, though. You can flip the field position now on a good punt.
16 for Wheaton, and 4th and 13 coming. That's a great point, and this will help the flipping of the position here. It was an empty 17, but kind of empty.
Well, if you could just get this ball to roll, and not have any kind of return is really what you're wanting here.
Again, no wind tonight here in Garland. He's got 3 men protecting him. That's Saucedo, the punter. No rush at all. It takes his time. This is an end-over-end liner.
It's going to be a good one.
But he gets a good roll because it was unreturnable. Sometimes the worst punts are the best punts, and it's down at the 22-yard line. So they flip the field, and Sachse will take possession down 24-14, 7:39 left in our first half. We've had 2 ties at 7 and 14, and then Lakeview took off with the next 10 points.
Boy, it's been a good game. It's everything that we expected it to be.
And an upset brewing here tonight. You have to consider the league leader, undefeated Sachse, trailing by 10 to a 2-2 fourth-place Lakeview team. And another new quarterback for Sachse. This is Xavier Foreman, the left-hander. He'll hand it to Nash. And Nash hit from behind. He got very little in that first hit by Jordan Wilson, one of the defensive linemen.
Yeah, you can tell that Lakeview is not expecting a whole lot of throwing to happen by these guys coming in right now. So they think that they're going to end up running the ball, and they're really keying on it. The linebackers, everybody is in run defense right now.
Foreman has played quite a bit, but he's only 8 of 24. That's just 33% completion rate. Another handoff. Nash, the workhorse tonight, gets to the 30 for a short gain. That'll set up a 3rd and 2 Mustangs. Another chance for Lakeview to come up with a stand here.
See Caleb Ferguson right there making the play from the outside.
Yeah, Ferguson's had a lot of plays tonight, as has Jalen Graham, who got an assist there.
Yeah, he's playing like a deep linebacker's position there.
He's a big kid. And I tell you, he got hurt earlier, and he's come back strong. Nash, another handoff, kind of reversed his field. He's going to get a yard and be driven back.
Guess
and he's going to be
who?
a yard short of the first down.
Again.
Was it Graham or who
Number
was
2 pops out of there, Ferguson.
Caleb.
Yeah, he's playing that linebacker, and he just sees it the whole way and meets him at the line of scrimmage. And then, of course, after you hit him and pick him up, everybody piles on.
Not the biggest backer in the world at 5'9", 170. Watch
Here he
Caleb.
comes. Boom, right here in the yellow sleeves. Gets up, gets him down low, and then you get everybody else helping you out.
Iwana Graham with an assist on the play. 4th down, punt formation. Beautiful nose-up spiral. This is going to hit, and they're going to get even more on the roll. This is going to be a gigantic punt. From the 22 of Sachse all the way to the 8 of Lakeview. I'll do the math.
Well, whatever it is,
70,
that is nice.
How about, wait, let me try this again. You're not going to believe the distance on this, Bobby. How about 70 yards on the punt? How often do you see with no wind a 70-yard punt?
Well, you get a roll like that, and Sachse is so fast. They get down there so quick that you got to pick it up on the first bounce, or you got to get out of the way of it, and that's exactly what happened. They had to get away from it.
You don't see
rolled forever.
You see a lot of spiral punts, but you rarely see that nose high. It was almost, what do you call, perpendicular, or what would be the pointing straight up into the air almost. Johnson with a quick out pass that's caught by West. Watch that speed, but he's going to be cut down after a pretty good gain. And making the tackle in the open field was Jamison LaHoy, one of the top tacklers for Sachse.
I'm impressed with West's hands. Each time that he's been thrown the ball has been kind of high and hot. And he's been able to catch it with all those his hands sticky like glue.
We got a 5-yard penalty against Sachse, it appears. We've also got an official timeout for an injury.
Yeah, West is down. I think he looks like he's been grabbing his head, so I don't know, must have hit his head on the turf. He's got his shoes knocked off. I don't know. There's a lot going on there.
Why don't we keep it right here for now? Here's the replay. Pretty good block there from Askew, but good job of running him down from behind by LaHoy on that tackle. Could be an ankle problem, Bob. He's limping, but he's walking it off and running it off. That's always a good sign.
Look, he's got his shoe. He got his shoe right there. It tucked in under his arm like it's a football, man. He's used to running with a football.
He looks like he was never injured now, right? West should be back after sitting out of play, you would think.
Well, I love this angle we got right here. Look, he just gets his ankle pulled and then, boom, a knee right in his back, maybe.
Accidental, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
No penalty. Lakeview is going to have to start back at their 7-yard line after the 5-yard walk-off. It's a pretty critical situation here for the Lakeview offense because Sachse could hold them, maybe even get a turnover. Fake handoff, Johnson, yeah, it looked very busted. Johnson got a little bit out of nothing, though, to the 10 for a gain of 3. $5-10 and counting here in the first half. Again, big possession with Sachse trailing 24-14, especially for their defense here.
Well, I tell you, it's been 2 possessions in a row that the Patriots have had the ball and really looked uncomfortable with the ball.
This result so far should be raising some eyebrows across the district. Kamara Wheaton takes the handoff, and he is buried back about the 7. Boy, they read that one all the way.
Again, just kind of a busted play. The ball hit the ground as he's trying to pick it up. He's trying to hand it off, and when you do that, the defense just gets to target in on where the ball's at. And earlier in the game, when the Patriots were doing so well, they were catching the ball up. He was doing that fake handoff. He was faking the pass. Then he was running. Right now, they just kind of look out of sorts.
Well, they've gone very conservative, which you would with a 10-point lead deep in your own territory. But they need 15 on 3rd down here. Going to fake this handoff to Wheaton. Johnson keeps it, but is cut down at the 10 after a 2-yard gain. They're going to have to punt this out of the end zone on 4th down.
Yeah, not good.
You know, Sachse might want to take a timeout here. They got 3 left, and we're ticking under 4 minutes, although that's a pretty good amount of time. They're going to let it run, though. If I'm Lakeview, I run that play clock down and get as much of this time run off the clock as possible.
Now, what are you going to do here if you are Sachse? Are you going to put on a full-on blitz, try to block it, or are you going to set up your return here?
Either way, but it looks like they're setting up for the return just by the look of the line, and yes, they are. End over end, they're going to catch this one, and here comes a big return, it appears. Low and end over end. I mean, it's right to the return man. That had, you know, they did a decent job considering the punt, Bobby, of getting downfield pretty quickly.
Yeah, that punt just went straight down the middle with no hang time. And if you really want to do something like that, you need to kind of do that, you know, that old rugby punt that Texas used to run. The Longhorns, they would run outside and just kind of rugby punt it. And it would take a crazy bounce all the way down the field.
Foreman back in at quarterback hands to Torrey Washington. Almost broke loose, but still drug a tackler for a pretty good gain there. Holding on for dear life for Lakeview was Zacchaeus Adams.
Yeah, I mean, he's holding on for dear life. Boom, he takes the hit right there and no help. Nobody comes to help him.
Gain of 8 on the play. Under 3 minutes now. Remember, Sachse with all 3 of their timeouts. Washington's going to sweep it left, has the first down, and he's knocked out by Caleb Ferguson, who's all over the field tonight. And based on the mark, this looks like a first down at the 19, and it is.
Yeah, they're moving the chains. Decent job by the defensive end on that play. He did get outside. It's just the speed. He got outside of him because of the speed. He was just able to outrun him.
Foreman in shotgun. Washington, the pistol to his left. Gonna hand it to Torrey. In trouble, hitting the backfield, and he has nothing doing here on first down. And give all the
Victor
credit.
Smith.
Victor with the penetration and the tackle.
That's what you're looking for from the big man.
Only a 2-yard loss that gave him really favorable forward progress on the play.
There he is. Boy, that's a big play right there.
It's
down
a big
in
kid.
Yeah, 236, 5'11".
He looks bigger than that, doesn't he?
I mean, you're down there on your 20-yard line. You've got to do some big plays like this.
Foreman going to drop the middle screen off Washington.
What?
And there's 50 one more time, hanging on their dear life. Victor one more time.
I thought that was a touchdown. That had touchdown written all over it. That was executed so nicely. All the linemen just released their guys. How did he find that? There was nobody in front of him. And look where he's coming from, the defensive end spot.
He may not have any fingernails left the way he hung on there.
He read it the whole way.
Wow, what a play.
And even saved the first down.
3rd and 5. 140 and counting. Again, Sachse has not had to use one of their 3 timeouts yet. Foreman throws over the middle.
Touchdown.
Caught. Is he across? No, they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. But that'll be a 1st and goal. Cameron Quinn with a rare catch for the Mustangs.
Boy, that was a really quick throw. Just a quick slant by the lefty. Boy, he put it right on the numbers, too.
And fired it really hard. The tackle again by Ferguson saving the touchdown. So the clock's still running. 1st and goal at the 1. Plenty of time for the Mustangs. They come up. Going to run the sneak with Foreman, and he's got the 6. Yeah, touchdown, Sachse.
Just like that. Well, when your defense shuts them down like that, and you have to punt out of your own end zone, and the punt's only about 30 yards, it sets you up for a really nice quick drive right to the end of the half. And when you only got a yard to go and you got all those big linemen, that's a good, smart play to get up right under the center and just take the quarterback sneak.
Short 29-yard scoring drive for the Mustangs. Chase Franks for the PAT. Not a good snap. Cromer's going to run with it, and he's going to score. That may have been a called play. Did he get it across? Chase Cromer?
I don't think he got across.
Yeah, he did. They finally signaled it.
Wow.
There is a penalty marker, though, on this far side. Might be an illegal block. Looks like they're going to wave it off and give them the 2 points. Offside defense.
Lakeview Centennial. Penalties decline.
I think they called that, even though the snap was a little bit behind the snapper. He caught it cleanly. It looked like a planned play all along to me, but maybe they ran the fire, once it was a bad snap. We'll never know, Bobby.
Yeah, I think they were going to kick the field goal for sure, and it was just a fumbled snap.
Let's take a break. 24-22. Like, we'll keep it right here, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it was snapped kind of right behind him, and when he was trying to put the ball down, the kicker took a step, so the timing is off after that. And so that's why he decided to pick it up. And, of course, Cromer's fast. I mean, the guy plays all kinds of positions out there. So he takes it and outruns everybody to the corner.
Here's your replay.
Yeah,
see the snap?
The timing is off right
I see
there.
what you're saying. The kicker would have had a hard time getting the foot on it.
Yeah.
Good call, Bobby.
And there's nobody out there. He just gets a good block.
And down by 4 points this early in the game, it's really no reason to be chasing points anyway. I think he got the ball across, by the way. Looked like a good call from the line judge over here. Tim Tolson, the line judge tonight. Sachse's going to kick off, 1:18 left, 24-22 Lakeview. It's like a short one coming. It's kind of a medium distance one. And is he going to let it go out of bounds? Yes, he will.
Kickoff goes out of bounds around the 12-yard line.
Again, Lakeview, no timeouts remaining, so Sachse may try and now start using their timeouts, try and hold and get the ball back again.
Yeah, because the Patriots, the last 2 or 3 possessions have really looked...
Legal procedure.
Well, they've been bottled up deep, and I think they got real conservative because of it, Bobby. Yeah, they were a little out of sync, too.
Yeah, they looked
there
out
was
of
one
sync.
busted play, no doubt about it.
A couple of busted plays and dropped the ball a couple of times.
Looked real tentative. Did you see the push-ups? They'll tend to do one of those for every point that is scored. So,
well, they're going to be sore then because there's a lot of points being put up tonight.
Yeah. Well, they're not stopping. Well, they finally got them in there. Good job.
Especially when you got the girls putting their feet on your back, pushing you down now. Come on.
I'm not sure I could do one, much less as many as they did. I guess they did 22 of them there.
If I'm doing that, I want to play for. I want to be doing it for a team that don't score many points. But when you play with Sachse, man, they score a lot of points.
Here's your next kick.
They're going to have to pick it up and run now.
Yeah, he picks it up to 10, looking for daylight. That's West. He doesn't need much daylight, but he's tackled short of the 20-yard line.
Well, I know that West does need shoestrings because, I mean, every time he takes off running, he loses a shoe. Here it is again. He's walking
shoeless Zacamian West.
Yeah, he's walking off the field without a shoe again.
Maybe he forgot to tie it the last time.
It's not very often that you kick it out of bounds and then the receiving teams makes you re-kick it and then it is in your favor, but it did this time. I mean, I think they gained about 15 yards off of that one.
Let's see what they'll do. Again, Sachse may start using those 3 timeouts they have left with 1:11 left. Kind of really depends on what happens here on the first play. See if Lakeview will be conservative from their own 18. Wheaton, the back to the right of Johnson. And
Delay a
Chuck.
game.
Oh, my
Number
goodness.
17,
How did he,
Lakeview
wow,
Centennial.
delay a game starting a
5-yard
series.
penalty. Still
So they're going to
first
start
down.
at the 13 instead of the 18.
Yeah, just way out of sync. They really started the game strong. I just don't understand what's going on now.
A lot of band personnel in that south end zone right now. Maybe that's distracting people. I don't know. But it's a lot of people down there.
Well, you see,
Drill teams
Coach there
and
is very
bands.
upset about what's going on, though. You want to finish the half out strong. You don't want to be going into halftime, giving up a lot of points and being really bad on your offensive side of the ball.
Wheaton gets the handoff, and he's got nowhere to go. May have tripped over his own lineman also, though, but the tackle officially made by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker.
Timeout.
There's
Sachse. Their
Sachse's
first
first
time
of
out of
3
half.
timeouts.
Yeah, I'm doing that like Sachse. I'm going ahead and taking these timeouts because they know that the momentum has shifted to their defense and offense, both sides of the ball. So why not take that timeout and see if you can get the ball back here within a minute?
Let's keep it right here so we don't miss anything.
Yeah, you get this ball back with about 30 seconds. You know that their punter has not been punting real well tonight. It's been a, kind of an off night on his part. Well, not
They're gonna
really. He
have-
kicked it about 60 yards already
Yeah.
once, but it's been the other one has gone right to the Sachse player. So you're going to be inside probably the 40-yard line when you get the ball, hopefully.
And they're going to have more than 30 if they hold on the next 2 downs because they'll quickly take the timeout.
Yeah,
they
'cause
have
they
2
call
left.
them quick.
Yeah. Pretty good Thursday night crowd here, especially across the way. Sachse's huge crowd across the way. Lakeview's got several folks here tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised if they throw the ball. They're going to call a timeout anyway.
Second down. Play fake, but Johnson's in trouble and downed immediately. And that was on the tackle, Josh Stafford. First time we've called his name tonight. Leads this Sachse team with quarterback pressures with 14.
Timeout.
Well, he
Sachse.
pressured the quarterback
Second
there
timeout of the
into a
half.
drop for a loss. Another Sachse timeout. Let's take one here. 55 seconds left. 24-22 Lakeview on GRS TV. And we're back to play. Sachse can hold here short of the first down. Lakeview would have to punt. 55 seconds left here in the first half. Sachse may just go to the locker room with a lead if all goes their way here the final 55 seconds. And it's third and very long here. Johnson wants to throw. Nobody open. He's going to roll it out in trouble. Just drops it at the feet of Haro, their top receiver, who has not had a catch tonight.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what happened because Haro runs about a 4-yard stop pattern. And I don't know, are you going to waste it on a 4-yard stop pattern? That was their route, 4 yards. And then he starts to roll out and he takes off and then he tries to come back. I mean, but still, you're not even to the line of scrimmage yet.
There was no other receiver over there besides Haro. That's a good point.
Yeah, he wasn't even to his original line of scrimmage, which is the 19-yard line.
Not much respect for the punter here. The return man waiting at the 35 of Lakeview after that short punt last time. And that's Braylon Brooks. This is a very short kick. Going to get no roll, and Sachse's going to start at the 24 of Lakeview with 39 seconds, and the Mustangs still have 1 timeout because of the incompletion on third down. They're already a little bit in field goal range, and they love to get more than that. Trailing 24-22. It was 24-14 Lakeview not long ago.
Yeah, it's just been a really
Field position big time.
Yes, that and just out of sync on offense. I don't know what has happened because they were really having their way at the beginning.
Here go the Mustangs with Xavier Foreman starting his third series at quarterback. Plenty of time over the middle, incomplete. Boy, if it was a good pass, it probably would have been picked off. That was very well covered, and Elijah Wilson almost had him an interception.
Yeah, they all dropped their corners dropped, their linebackers dropped. Everybody, it was like they were in a dime package. You see everybody clearing out. They immediately knew it was a pass, and they were just covered up.
Should have never been thrown. Again, if it was a good pass, it could have been picked off. It looked like the defender was the intended receiver.
These guys are
pretty
rocking,
good dance in the stands
Woo!
there, mugging for the cameras, the GRS TV cameras. Good job by the crew on the sidelines, as always. Plenty of people that want to get on camera, believe me. Foreman steps up again, deep into the end zone, knocked up and incomplete.
He
nice
was double
defensive
covered.
play there. Garnet Burke with the tip away as he tried to go to chase Cromer in the corner.
They had him over the top and underneath too, and I think he was his second receiver that he was going to go to. Decided he was going to throw it no matter what, but boy, it was dangerously put in that position right there. I mean, that could have been picked.
That was brother Cameron Cromer. 3rd and 10, 28 seconds. Still got a timeout left, Sachse. Foreman's going to throw again, has some time. Deep into the far corner, jump ball.
Did he catch that?
Trent Dean, touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
Mustangs.
The coverage was there, but the timing of Trent Dean going up and picking that ball out of the air, beautiful.
He has 6 touchdown receptions among his 11 catches on the year, Bobby. 6 of 11 for touchdowns.
We have an eligible receiver
The touchdown
downfield.
machine, Trent
Number
Dean.
5 was covered up.
An eligible
Went out for
receiver,
the pass.
Mustangs. I failed to look
5
back
yards
into the
previous
backfield
spot.
and see the penalty
Replay,
marker. Red
3rd
Baron's
down.
arms are in the air.
Oh,
I
you
wonder-
know it because that's his second touchdown that's been called back by the yellow flag.
Oh, Red Baron's out beyond the numbers, wondering where that call came from. Let's see if we can see it on some kind of replay.
Well,
Red
they got a
is not
holding
happy.
in the first quarter, remember, on
Yep.
the 51-yard touchdown that was called back.
And
then
that was Torrey Washington on the run, 51-yard run. Do you see anybody downfield? I don't. I didn't see anybody downfield.
Well,
no, you didn't see the right side of the line. Great catch anyway by Dean. 3rd and 15 after the 5-yard walk-off. 20 seconds left. Foreman again with all day. Now it closes down. He's going to have to look for somebody open. And finds
my goodness,
Dean at the 15. Dean to the 10. Dean is going to be spilled at the 6. Better use that one timeout you got left. What a great
9
job by
seconds.
Xavier Foreman rolling around and surveying the field.
Yeah, he just had too much time to find somebody. Watch this time this offensive line gives him.
Here they go quickly, even though the clock is running again, and he's going to spike it with 6 seconds left. They still have a timeout, Bobby. I wonder why they didn't use it there. Of course, now if they spiked it, you can get one more, maybe 2 more plays, including a field goal attempt. You got to make sure that you don't tick all 6 seconds off the clock here and not get a field goal off.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you lose 3 seconds on that. You call your timeout, and that way you go to the end zone on all your plays.
You
So now
also
you just
like
start with 3 seconds off the clock.
You also would like to save a timeout. They got a first down, which momentarily stopped the clock. You always want to save one for a field goal possibility. He's going to throw it, going to be short of the end zone, it appears. Even if he caught it, that's
Time's
Cameron
up.
Quinn. Cameron Cromer, and since he's short of the goal line, the clock will run out, and Sachse.
What a defensive stance there.
Wow, big things there for the Lakeview Centennial defense. They're going to go to the locker room with a 2-point lead at 24-22.
Can't get any closer than that, can you?
Lakeview with the upset bid here tonight. 2-2, tied for 4th place in the district. Sachse all alone in first with a 4-0 record. Red Barons is still jawing with the officials as they walk off the field. So it's been a good first half. We'll be back with some first half stats and the second half kickoff momentarily here on GRS TV.
Thank you.
Scott Powell, Bobby George back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Very entertaining first half. Lakeview Centennial with a 24-22 lead over Sachse. And we've got the first half highlights coming here momentarily. Lots of highlights to show. Sachse jumped out to the early lead. Here they come on the field first. Both teams carrying the flags. Good crowd on hand on just a really nice evening for football. The rain is gone and it's nice and cool. Good football weather.
Yeah, everybody's so happy to be dry.
Derek Rose will score here on a 51-yard run on the third play from scrimmage, and Sachse leads at 7-0.
Yeah, not one person touched him. He just gone.
Jermaine Johnson with a pass over the middle, caught by Isaiah Askew, and he took it 50 yards, and that tied the game at 7. It was wide open over the middle of the field. Blocked punt here by Lakeview Centennial set up a short scoring drive.
Yeah, basically 14-point unanswered.
Kamar Wheaton will, on the first play, carry it 8 yards for the touchdown, giving Lakeview their first lead of the day.
Yeah, he outruns everybody to the corner.
Both teams exchange fumbles, and then Sachse ties it up on a Miles Nash 12-yard run. Lakeview comes right back, though, with a 20-yard field goal to retake the lead at 17-14. And then Lakeview with a touchdown play. Watch the Camion West. Turns on the afterburners here, and he goes 62
right
yards.
Here. Uh-oh, boom.
Wow. 24-14, but Sachse scored the next 8 points to get within 2. 1-yard quarterback sneak here by the second quarterback of the night for Sachse, Xavier Foreman. Actually their third quarterback of the night, and then the 2-point run here by Chase Cromer. And then Dean, 24-yard pass, touchdown, 24-22. Our halftime score is Lakeview Centennial with the upset bid here tonight. They'll get the ball first in the second half. And it's kind of upset night in the district because across town at Williams right now, as they're early in the fourth quarter, it is 17-7 Naaman Forest over Wiley. Second place Wiley, who upset Rowlett last week, is losing to Naaman Forest by 10 points early in the fourth quarter. So a couple of surprises in the district tonight.
Yeah, that's a big surprise that Naaman Forest coming out on fire against Wiley.
You know, as I said to somebody upstairs, Bobby, if you gave Naaman Forest a 7-0 lead to start every game, I think they might be undefeated. They're so much better when they're ahead than when they're behind, because they can play their brand of football, which is run the clock and run the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've seen them. They've had a couple of goal line stands in this game. Their defense has really stepped up. They have a pretty good defense to begin with. It's been their offense that's been their problem this year.
Yeah, but it looks like they've put up 17 points, you know, and their defense seems like this really, maybe Wiley's just on an off night, but
yeah, something tells me they didn't come ready to play either.
Yeah, Naaman put 17 up on them.
I'll bet you the coaches just accused them of that in the locker room at halftime too. Not coming ready to play. Just a guess on my part.
Well, they're already in the fourth quarter there.
Oh, yeah, they were in the second half when we started halftime here. Bobby, we had an hour and a half first half. That's very unusual. And when Naaman Forest plays, it's usually a quick game.
Give you some stats here if I can pull them up.
Yeah, that'd be great. We have, I believe that's a full moon. If not, it's 99% full as we look at it across the way.
Is that what's causing those kids to be so crazy down there, that full moon? So Sachse's had 10 first downs, 226 total yards. 63 of that was in the air, 163 on the ground. They had 4 penalties for 44 yards, and of course 2 of them came on 2 separate touchdowns, and then 1 turnover.
Here's the kick, fumbled but picked up by Garnet Burke, and he is in trouble. He's going to be down at the 6-yard line.
He got chased.
Some more stats?
Yeah, so we'll talk at Lakeview now. They had 5 first downs in that first half, 173 yards, 132 in the air, 41 on the ground. So basically, Patriots had 132 on the ground or in the air, and Sachse only had 63 in the air. but then the Patriots only had 41 on the ground, and Sachse had 163. There's
your moon. That looks full to me, Bobby.
Hey, I'm just glad we can see the moon. There's been so many clouds and rain. It's just been great to finally see it.
I'm glad we can see anything after the last few weeks. First play from scrimmage, Wheaton on a sweep left. Good gainer close to the first down. It'll depend on where he stepped out. And they're going to say a couple of yards short at the 13, but a good gain on first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the play because they had him running east to west, which is down the goal line. And if you get caught in that area, you could go down and it could be a safety or a bad loss. But he's so fast, he was able to get to the edge.
Two-back set, either side of Jermaine Johnson, who starts the second half. Gone the whole way at quarterback. He'll hand it Wheaton, big all left
he's
guard.
going.
Up the middle. Being chased. He's at midfield.
Wait for it.
And they're going to push him out of bounds. And a couple of players had the angle on him the whole way, but what a hole right up the middle. I'd love to see the replay and see who opened up this hole over left guard, left tackle.
We were just talking
Hunter
about it.
Spears is out of the play.
He only had 63 rushing yards that whole first half, and then all of a sudden, boom, right up the middle. And you pick up about the same yardage you've had all first half.
49 yards on that one play for Kamar Wheaton, who is still in there. He's probably gassed. First and 10 at the 38. See if now they're going to throw it this time. Quick out, caught. Oh, dropped by Haro. He was hit down low, but very catchable football. Braylon Brooks with the contact. Haro, I still think, has not caught a ball tonight, and he's also injured. He's their top receiver. You know, he may have gotten a twisted ankle on that play.
Yeah, I mean, he takes the hit as soon as the ball touches him, maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, you can see, I'll bet you that's a twisted ankle. Maybe a knee. They're looking at him. Why don't we take a quick break? 11:30 left, 24-22 Lakeview here on GRS TV.
Or a cramp.
Everybody choose GISD, a diverse community, providing exceptional education to every kid we see. That's the mission. Reaching the future by driving excellence. Yeah, that's the vision. We have values. We believe every student can learn, and every student deserves our best. You ready for your turn? Come join us and be a part. You could be Garland ISD proud too.
Back to play. Haro has come off, limping a little bit. They need him back, one of the top receiver for Lakeview. Going to sweep it right with Wheaton, and he is cut down in the backfield. Beautiful open field tackle there.
Michael Buchanan just gets off his block. Boy, if they were able to block him just a little longer, he had some running room, but Michael Buchanan fights through that block. Look at that, just gets to it.
Yeah.
Oh, just great. Get your arm around him, put your helmet in front of him.
He fought off the block by wide receiver Caleb Reed. Everybody else got their blocks, but Reed did not, and that led to a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 13 from the 41. Out of field goal range is Lakeview here. Taking their time. We're at 3 on the play clock. Better get it on, and they do in time. Johnson's in trouble. We got a whistle early in the play.
Yeah, but I see him. Kendall Miller's calling timeout the whole time, and they don't blow the whistle until the play's already started, and then they blow the whistle, which is, you can't do that.
And Johnson took a shot to the back, too,
yeah,
which is part of the complaint. Let's take a break. 10:40 left here in the third quarter. Lakeview Centennial on the upset trail tonight, 24-22 over Sachse here on GRS TV. 3rd and 13. Johnson, screen over the middle, caught by West. One man to beat. He spins away from another one, still going. He's going to be short of the first down, but he almost got it with second effort and third effort. Boy, West is fun to watch, isn't he?
What is he doing out there?
He's just a whirlwind.
There's a shoe again.
He lost it again. Third time tonight, right?
Yeah.
The shoeless Zacamian West.
I think he outruns him to the first down if he just keeps running.
Woo! Boy, he is elusive. And he's still short of the first down, but he did his best. They're going for it on 4th and 1, it appears. 2-back set. Johnson in shotgun. They need about a yard here on 4th down. Got to hand it West, sweeping left to the short side. Gets a block and gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Somebody on the perimeter out there got a great block. It might have been Zacamian West. Let's see on the replay. I believe it was number 5, but good job by the left tackle also. That's a huge first down.
Yeah,
there you go. Check the block. There it is right there.
Yeah.
West threw the block right after the big run. A complete player, Zacamian West. Fresh set of downs at the Sachse 26. Opening drive of the second half that started at the 6-yard line for Lakeview. Johnson all day as he rolled out, throws it into the end zone incomplete. Had 2 receivers, but also 2 defenders in the area.
Well, more than that, he had Hunter Spears, the defensive lineman, 6'4", 280 pounds, bearing down on him as he's trying to throw this ball. I mean, ouch, right there.
Hunter leads the team in losses, tackle for losses, and sacks, and he's 3rd in quarterback pressures. You can add another pressure to his total there. 2nd and 10. They're going to sweep it again.
Ooh, big block
with Wheaton. Good job stacking it up fairly early by Micah Buchanan as he tried to turn the corner. He got 5, though, to the 21, but it's 3rd down coming.
Yeah, you got to give that 5 yards to West. Watch him get the block right here to clear that 5 yards.
Well, he's a blocker, isn't he?
Right here, boom. You see he knocks 2 guys out.
Look like bowling pins going out there. Boy, West is a complete player. It is so much fun when he gets the ball in his hands. 3rd and 5, probably 4-down territory.
Let's watch for that little post pattern.
Although
here.
it would be about a 38-yard field goal from here. Johnson, quick stop route caught by West. He's loose, breaking. Oh, he almost broke that tackle and got in, but he got all the way to the 1. And 4 tries from the 1 coming for Lakeview Centennial if they need him.
Better yet, he still has his shoes on. I mean, he's running out of his shoes.
Boy, he almost broke that. Good job. Boy, that took strength to hang on to the belt there from behind. Who was that? Did you see the tackler?
I'm not sure who that was, but boy, he does save the touchdown.
1st and goal at the 1. Fake, a little play action, touchdown, keeper by Johnson. They made it look easy.
Boy, he ran his man over. And I tell you, that's what you want to do. You want to open it up from halftime looking strong and running down the field. And they started way back inside their own 20.
That's a 3-minute and 15-second drive. They went 94 yards.
That was a strong run right there. He was met right at the line of scrimmage.
A statement drive by Lakeview to start the second half. We are here to win and pull the upset is the statement. The extra point is good by Saucedo, and the lead is back up to 8 points for Lakeview Centennial. Timeout, make it 9 points. Timeout with 8:37 left in the 3rd quarter. 31-22 Lakeview over Sachse here on GRS TV. Well, the upset bid is still going tonight for Lakeview Centennial. They came in 2-2, tied for 4th in this district. The district leader, Sachse, came in at 4-0. And right now, Lakeview's got a 9-point lead, 8:37 left in the third quarter.
Kick it, just squib kick it right down the middle.
Saucedo is just be a short pooch. Marshall Frost on the return, broke one tackle, spills his way across midfield. Wow, the kicking is just killing Lakeview Centennial.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say might as well just squib kick it down the middle or something,
like
put it on the ground.
Go for the onside kick. What do you have to lose?
You're getting the same amount of yardage here.
Of course, every kick beyond 10 yards is an onside kick, technically speaking. You know, kick it shorter and have a chance to recover it because you're going to lose the field position anyway. It doesn't make any difference. That's the best thing you've said all night.
Well, thanks.
Well, it's true. It's very smart to say. It's weird, but it's true. Foreman in shotgun, the left-hander, starting the second half. He played late in the first half. Third quarterback of the night, hands it to Miles Nash. And he's going to get a short game before he's cut down. Another tackle for Zacchaeus Adams tonight, number 18.
I mean, if you see this, it's like he should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage, but that big offensive line, 62, 55, 79, 70, 71, those big boys up front, watch the penetration they get. They just push everybody back 5 yards. I mean, it's like a big wall of men pushing forward.
2nd and 6 from the 45. Foreman rides Nash into the hole. He's stacked up, just kind of shifts around trying to find an opening, and he gets 3 out of basically nothing. They stacked it up there nicely.
It's just hard to get back there to him and get your arms around him. And if you do, it's only one guy getting to him because that line is so big and strong. Now the Patriots, they're doing a great job of getting down and getting low and keeping them from bouncing outside. But I mean, that's a big offensive line right there.
3rd and 3. Nash again.
Did he get it?
Just sticks his nose down, and now he's going to be a yard short at the 40. So what do you do here? Punt or go on 4th and 1? Trailing by 9. I'm tempted to go here. Jordan Wilson, 55, made the tackle.
It looks like they're going to punt, but you know, you are in that no man's land right here.
They've had trouble stopping Lakeview. That's why I might go for it here.
You know, when you're on the 40, it's you can punt it, but you're also, it's like you could almost punt it into the end zone, or it's kind of a no man's land here.
Well, they're hoping to pin it deep. West, the always dangerous Zacamian West, is deep. And the punter is Addison Perez. A little bit of a rush, but he gets it off. Nose up spiral. But beauty, fair caught by West at the 9. All of a sudden, that decision looks even better with Lakeview starting at their own 9. 6:28 left in the third. Lakeview by 9 points. They've led a lot of the way tonight.
You know, that's really, in high school football, a lot of times you can't execute a punt, but they really did a good job right there. I mean, that's what you want. You snap it back there in a tight spiral. You got a hot rush on, and you still booming punt. Just really nice execution.
When you can force Zacamian West to fair catch, you've had an effective punt, and you've had a nice hang time. Johnson in shotgun with Wheaton to his left. Wheaton will take the handoff, cut it up the middle, and runs into a wall of Mustangs. Nowhere to go there. Bryce Robinson, their top tackler, leading the way. Spears was also there. Robinson averaging 9 tackles a ball game. Had 12 more than the next best tackler on the Sachse team coming in.
Yeah, we haven't heard a lot from Spears today. I mean, they've been doing a really good job on him. And right there, you see number 63 getting a really good block on him. He just takes his time and is able to get off of that block and make a tackle.
Oh, it goes through the hands of the quarterback. Back in the end zone, he picks it up, tries to throw it, and there were receivers in the area. Wow, give Jermaine Johnson a lot of credit. Wow, that could have been disastrous for Lakeview Centennial. It looked like it went through his hands. Let's see the replay. Maybe they were on a different snap count. Here we go. See, he's looking for it. Actually, that was Wheaton they were snapping it to. That was a wildcat, and Wheaton just dropped it. That's Kamar Wheaton, the running back. I don't think they'll try that again, do you?
Yeah, that was just a snap to him and run, and he took off running before he got the ball.
3rd and 9. Deep in their own territory. Johnson fakes the handoff, keeps it up the middle. A pretty good game, but he's going to be short. And Lakeview is going to have to kick it on 4th down with a 9-point lead.
I tell you, that was good execution, though, right there. I mean, they were able to fake that handoff all the way to the last second, and Wheaton actually gets tackled before Johnson pulls it out and takes off running.
I think that's the best thing that Johnson does is that read option. Yeah, he does a really good job. He rides the back very well. Saw Sato in punt formation.
If they hadn't lost that play, I mean, they had an opportunity to get a first.
Sachse's going to get it back here, down by 9. No rush at all. They're setting up the return. Wobbler, pretty good kick, caught at the 49 of Lakeview. Brooks returns in a pretty good return. Out to the 35. That's a 14-yard return. Again, Sachse starting in Lakeview territory. That's been a theme all night long because of the punting. And the defense also from Sachse. When they've had Lakeview pinned for the most part, they've kept them pinned, except for that first drive of the second half when they went 94 yards. And right now, that's pretty much the difference in the game. That's why it's a 9-point Lakeview Centennial lead, looking for the upset tonight. Xavier Foreman at quarterback and shotgun. 3 receivers set. Going to run it to the short side with Torrey Washington. Has the edge.
Him.
He may go the distance.
Man.
Did he stay in bounds? Touchdown, Sachse, Torrey Washington.
How did he get around there? It just looks like he just had more room to the outside than it looked like. It looked like they had him covered out there.
You know, it's almost like Lakeview stopped thinking the same thing.
I mean, look at this. It's just a great block right there and a great block downfield. That's got to be a holding. He's got him completely turned. He's able to run right past him.
KJ Williams, number 21, with the big block on the edge.
It's not holding unless you get caught, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. 35-yard touchdown. Now it is a 3-point lead, so Sachse will just try the extra point here with Chase Franks. They're set. Snaps a good one. Now he dropped it, or maybe it hit the ground. He's down. They'll fail on the PAT. Now they're still down by just 3. But
yeah, because they got a 2-point conversion earlier in the game. So now it just puts it back up to normal, what it would have been without that. So
GRS TV staff, I'd love to see a replay on that snap and that hold attempt. Was it a good snap or not?
I think so. They just had a hard time putting the ball down on the ground. That's the second time.
Chase Cromer, I believe, is your holder. Here we go. See if Cromer has trouble. Yeah, it did kind of hit the ground in front of him, and that led to the problem. A catchable ball, but it was a tough snap. So Sachse within 3. Let's keep it right here as the Mustangs are fixing to kick off. What a ball game, Bobby.
I mean, as soon as one scores, the other one comes right back and does it again.
You know, we mentioned in the pregame, these are 2 of the most balanced teams in the district. While they both play good defense, they both are explosive offensively. I think they got the most speed in the district, these 2 teams, from what we're seeing tonight.
Well, both teams score over 30 points a game, or really close to it. But they both teams also hold their opponents to less than 17, 18 points a game.
And the offenses are winning out tonight.
And they're winning out. You're right.
Because of all the speed and athleticism.
Oh, that's the craziest formation.
Yep, they kick it short. Pretty good blocking up this sideline. It's the always dangerous that came in. Still going. He will not go down. And finally, I think he did, yeah. Boy, this West is something else. He's a tough kid, not just a speedster.
He's not that big. He's only he's less than 150 pounds.
That might be dripping wet. 5'8", 148.
There it is
listed.
again. It's coming off again.
It came off again.
I think they need to put some Velcro on that.
Are we sure there's any shoestrings on that shoe? Yeah, I see some shoestrings.
Get him some Velcro.
That's what, 4 or 5 times now? That's amazing. 42-yard line for Lakeview Centennial. 4:35 left in the third. They're up by 3. Johnson's going to hand it to Wheaton, who short gain as he tried to cut it to the left after going right. It looked like 95, Ryan Jones, in on that tackle.
Now you see number 63 there. I think his name is Fowler. I don't have him on my sheet, but he's been tasked with blocking Hunter Spears all night, and he's done a great job. You see that little shield block he gets right there? He's a pulling guard.
Davian Flower. Fowler, excuse me. 63.
He's had a hard task tonight. He's up one of the best.
Nice play action, but he almost threw a pick. A diving try there by Braylon Brooks. The pass was low, thank goodness, for Lakeview Centennial. Because he may have had 6 points if that pass was a little bit taller.
Yeah, it was a great break on the ball. We have a yellow flag thrown on about the 50-yard line.
Kind of an unusual place for the flag, by the way, on a short pass. I guess an illegal block downfield would be my guess. Maybe a defensive holding in the secondary. Now they're going to pick it up. I knew it was an unusual place for the flag to where they feel like nothing happened. Incompletion brings up a 3rd and 10. Really nice play action fake, but it didn't fool anybody. Ooh. Again, be glad that's a bad pass if you're Lakeview. That's pick 6 written all over it. Here we go. They don't get it here. They'll have to punt it away. Big 3rd down play here. Johnson rolling left. Trouble from the backside, and he's down from the backside. That's Bryce Robinson with a sack, and they'll have to turn it over with a punt.
There's a delay blitz from the left side. I mean, he kind of hides it and then takes off running from that left defensive end spot, and he's chasing him the whole way. He kind of gets a little shield block, but not enough to slow him down.
Well, the guy who shielded him didn't have enough. By the time he recognized it, didn't have time to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Back to the 38 for a loss of 4 and 4th down and a long coming.
This is dangerous right here. What you try to do is not punt it to where they can return the ball, because every time they've returned the ball, they've ran about 20, 25 yards. It's too dangerous. They're right on the brink of breaking one.
Saucedo, a little rugby style.
There it is. That's it.
And they won't return it because it was so low, and he gets a little bit of a roll, so they flip the field to the 30 of Sachse.
Maybe they've been listening to what we say.
Oh, they're not that stupid.
I've been calling that rugby kick, and they finally do it.
Just a 32-yard punt, but no return.
Yeah, that worked out real well. You could even tell that they rolled that direction when they punted it.
3:02, 3rd quarter, still 31-28 Lakeview over Sachse. And in that Naaman Forest Wiley game, where the other upset is occurring tonight over at Williams, we'll get an update for you here in just a second. So I don't have the score on the screen. There we go. Still 17-7 Naaman Forest. Only 3 minutes left, Bobby. There's a good chance for an upset there. Saber and Woods, it looked like, with the carry.
Yeah, he picked up 6 yards.
No,
just right off the left
Sachse
side.
on offense, excuse me. That was not Woods carrying. Woods was part of the tackle. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 Mustangs. Foreman, the quarterback, will hand it. That looked like Torrey Washington, who ran into a wall and was driven back after about a 1-yard gain there. And Woods again, a part of the tackle.
Yeah, he's been everywhere. And I tell you, they're not afraid that Sachse's going to throw the ball. And so they're not even playing with any safeties right now. They've got all their safeties pulled up as linebackers. And they're just keying off the run now.
3rd and 4.
Look back there. There's no safeties at all.
Nash has come in. He's had a pretty good night running the ball, and now they're gonna play action. In trouble though, and hit as he throws. Foreman's pass, short and incomplete. A diving try by Chase Cromer. It came up short, and he was blasted as he threw the football by who was that? 34.
Yeah, Harrington comes around that end, and he's just barreling down and waiting for him to set his feet. And as soon as he sets his feet to throw, he buries him.
So the Mustangs will have to give it up.
He reads
still
the right
almost
person.
completed
Yeah, he makes the right read, just didn't have time to put the ball there.
Another punt coming for Perez. Here comes the rush, and the ball's on the ground. Perez is going to have to run with it. He's got a chance, but he's going to be stopped short at the 32. Another defensive stand, another mistake for Sachse special teams.
Well, just as we were talking about how good they executed it last time, all of a sudden.
Boy, we had some unpleasantries being exchanged between a player from each team, and they had the Lakeview sideline, good job of pulling their player away before he got a penalty or something worse.
Here comes, it just goes hits him right in the hands, I guess.
Just a ridiculous mistake.
Lakeview Centennial and Mustang 33.
It's a good job by Lakeview watching what's going on.
Special teams have not been good for both teams tonight. So Lakeview, favorable field position at the 33 of Sachse with a 3-point lead, 1:40 left in the third. Johnson alone in the backfield, looking to throw.
Open.
Deep over the middle. There's the receiver. Zakamian dropped it. Woo! Oh, Zakamian.
That was a really nice play. I mean, they had some people open all over the place.
Oh, it was over the shoulder. It wasn't easy, but very catchy.
He's
He knows
running
it.
full speed, and when you're running full speed like that, your eyes can bounce and wobble around.
Yeah, over the shoulder's not easy.
It's a tough one.
But a good receiver makes that catch, and Zakamian has been shaking his head.
He's been everything for them tonight.
He might be the offensive player of the night for Lakeview Centennial.
Well, I think I'm trying it again because Wheaton was wide open on that. When he rolled out that direction, he was open.
It's Wheaton's turn, though. He's got a big hole. Breaking tackles and dragging one all the way to the 16 for a first down.
Well, I hate it when they get tackled like that. That usually can hurt some people really bad. Boy, he's coming up limping on it, too.
Fresh set of downs at the Sachse 16.
Look at the blocking. I'm telling you, they're really doing a great job at offensive line. This is where guys get hurt when they get rolled over like that.
Here come the Patriots. This drive started at the Sachse 33 following the dropped punt formation, out of punt formation. Wheaton will get it one more time, and they drive him back for a loss here.
Well, they read it that time. They
Great
saw what
read.
was going on.
Clark Yarborough with that tackle. Yarborough.
Been quiet tonight.
Yeah, he came in with 7 tackles for losses. He was 6th on the team with 30 tackles. Yeah, I don't think we've called his name all night. That's a loss of 5 yards on a simple first down handoff.
Yeah, Yarborough does a good job. He reads it now. He's a big guy, and he's really one of the best offensive linemen in the league. That front three of theirs is really stout. And we just haven't been calling their name very much tonight.
Play action fake over the middle. There's Haro with a catch, a broken tackle, and he's all the way to the 3-yard line.
That gets him a first down inside the 5.
You can't keep a good receiver down all night, and Haro shows up for a big first down. Gain of 18.
He has a great pass, too. Put it
really
right
was.
on the money.
And it had to be.
Yeah, he's not having to break stride or anything. Just zips it in there.
Defender was close behind. It had to be a perfect pass, and it was. And that's going to do it for the third. They're going to let the final 16 run off here. Well, the upset bid continues here at Homer B. Johnson. Lakeview Centennial leading Sachse 31-28 as we go to the fourth quarter here on GRS TV. Scott Powell and Bobby George. We've seen a good one tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, you can see this game all week on GRS TV. We'll also have North Garland and South Garland all week on GRS. 17-14, Naaman Forest 3-point lead over Wiley with 2.5 minutes left, but Wiley is driving. That's the other upset that's going on over at Williams.
Well, can they punch it in right here? They have 4 plays to punch it in 4 yards. What do you think they're going to do? Straight up the middle?
Probably going to run Wheaton.
Yeah.
And they do. Nice block. He cuts it up and scores over
he's
left tackle.
So quick.
Give credit to the left side of the line. The Patriots with another score tonight.
I mean, you know, they're really doing a nice job against that big Sachse defensive line. They letting them go up there and just riding them out.
Yeah, you've been saying it all night. The offensive line's done a great job.
Yeah, and then Wheaton is just picking the hole very nice. They get all the credit, but boy, that line has done an outstanding job tonight.
Salcedo for the PAT. He's been busy tonight. High snap, and he can get it down, and the kick is just inside that right upright and good. There is Wheaton along with Caleb Reed on that Lakeview Centennial sideline, getting a little rest. We got a timeout, 11:55. Just started the fourth quarter. The Lakeview Centennial lead is back up to 10, 38-28 here on GRS TV. Lakeview Centennial, the home team, with the lead of 10 points here early in the fourth quarter.
And here's where they've been struggling on this kickoff right here. What are you going to do? I think, you know, they keep pooch punting it, pooch kicking it, but boy, you're going to have to block it. There, to finally push it right down the middle.
There's your onside kick try that we've been calling for.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to end up there anyway, so why not try and recover it?
And that, and at least he's going down. He's not trying to run the ball.
Oh, the importance of kickers at the high school level. Especially a deep kicker, as we're finding out tonight. Mustangs down by 10, and Foreman back in there at quarterback. Derek Rose left early in the game with looked like a shoulder injury. He's in a sling right now. At least he was earlier. I take it he's still over there on the sideline. Torrey Washington with a carry, sweeping left. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Never even got out of the backfield on a sweep.
I tell you, Harrington was right in there, and they just read it. Him and Graham. It was just a little pitch, but they just break through, and well, they disintegrate it. 3 yard loss on that play. Patriots are feeling it right now. They're just kind of, they feel good on offense and defense. So now you just got to keep everything in front of you. Don't give up any big plays.
Quick out pass caught. Now they're just trying to evade a tackler is Cameron Cromer. He does get good yardage inside Lakeview territory. Down about the 49. It'll be 3rd and 6 coming.
Patriots forgot about him. He was out there by himself. Wilson has to get there. He's way back. He's 15 yards back, and Wilson takes off and meets him in the middle. Makes him pick up a short gain.
See if they'll go to the air on 3rd and 6. Foreman will. Out pass, caught, 1st down. Almost got free down the sideline, but he was run out of bounds. That's Cameron Cromer to the 35 of Lakeview Centennial, gain of 14.
Well, we haven't seen him throw at all, and now you see 2 really nice throws.
Look how wide open he was, though. They gave him a huge cushion over there. Almost like they weren't expecting the throw. Gonna throw for a 2nd straight time.
Same thing. Nobody's over there on him.
And this is close to another 1st down. And again, Cameron Cromer, number 5. Gonna be about a yard short. No, the mark will put it right at the point. And it is a 1st down, gain of 10.
You might want to cover that number 5. That's a nice job of looking downfield, pumping it a little bit, get all the defensive backs backing up, and then checking down, throwing out, and getting a 1st down.
The cushion is huge on the outside receivers right now. This time he'll hand it to Washington. He's going to be dropped for a loss. The initial confusion in the backfield was created by Victor Smith, who made the penetration, got some help on the tackle. Caius Adams with another tackle also tonight. Boy, we've been calling those names all night. 18 and 50 respectively.
Smith, he just beats his guy from the outside and chases the play down. The ball was going away from him, and he still was able to get there in time to take him down.
2nd and 11 at the 26. 2 receivers out here to the wide side. He's looking wide. Deep, incomplete. The receiver was knocked down. Bobby,
it was uncatchable for one thing.
Absolutely, it was uncatchable.
Yeah, but they tangled up. He was going in the middle. The ball was thrown way over his head to the outside.
It might have been uncatchable for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's how uncatchable it was. And that's the signal
they give
from
it
the
to him
Lakeview
because
sideline.
they give it to him because they kind of had him in the middle. They had him double covered, one underneath, one above, and they kind of just bumped into each other, and he falls down.
If he was not touched, there's no way he could have caught that football.
Defensive pass interference.
And they're going to keep it as pass interference. That's incredible.
10 yards from the previous.
You want to call holding, maybe, but that, the ball was completely uncatchable. Penalty to the 11, a 15-yard walk-off. First, they can get a first down at the 1 without scoring. That Wiley Naaman Force game is tied at 17 with a minute left. Pass into the end zone. Caught. That's That's a touchdown. Cameron Cromer with a catch and the Sachse touchdown.
I mean, that's what you call being in the right place at the right time. I like how he looks the ball off.
Tipped up, and Cromer was in the right place at the right time. Dean with the tip.
They call it bingo.
Where do you get bingo out of that?
I don't know, but when we used to be defensive backs, he'd call it bingo when the ball got tipped, except he was on the offensive end and he still caught it.
What did we call it? We had a word for it, and I can't think of it. It wasn't bingo. Another mediocre snap, but they get the down. Chase Cromer gets it down, and the kick is good. The snap was a little bit wide. Timeout on the field, 9:39 left in this one. It's 38-35, Lakeview over Sachse on GRS TV.
Position.
And we're back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. What a ball game tonight. Lakeview has led most of the way. Sachse with a low worm burner. Picked up by a Lakeview return man. Here comes a replay of the last touchdown. That was Ja'Cory Tarver on the return.
The coverage is perfect right here. Ball's behind him, and look at that. It just
Dean's hand. Yeah.
Bingo.
Nice bat, Trevor. Trent Dean.
Touchdown right there.
And he just barely caught it off the ground, too.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. Number 42 was more than 5 yards from the line to kick the ball. 5 yards added on to the end of the run. First down.
As you heard David Tucker, the referee, that'll put the ball at the 39 for Lakeview's first down play. Each team, well, I say that, Mustangs with 3 timeouts, Lakeview Centennial with 2 timeouts. 9:33, here go the Patriots. Jermaine Johnson hands it off on the jet sweep, and Zakamian is buried behind the line. What a play by Bryce Robinson.
Boy, he read that the whole way, and he had a beat on him, the angle, everything about it. See him starting out at that linebacker spot up there. He sees it all the way.
He's had another big night, came in averaging 9 tackles a game to lead the Mustangs. A loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Play action, Johnson's going deep, no one home. 2 receivers in the area, 2 defenders, the pass was too long for anybody.
Little confusion on the receivers. They're kind of talking to each other like, I thought you were supposed to run that route. And the other one's looking at him saying, no, I thought you were. You see West looked at the ball in the air and kind of stopped his route because he thought it was going over his head to the other receiver.
3rd and 14, or they'll have to punt it away with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, you really need to pick up a first down here.
Drop it off over the middle, almost picked off. Getting a hand on it was James White. No receiver in the area. Be glad it wasn't picked off.
I'm not sure. I think they were going to let everybody run up the field, and he was going to dump it down to West there. It just flew over his head.
An eligible receiver downfield, number 8, was covered up. Lakeview Centennial. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
So they'll take the 4th down from the 35, and here comes the punt unit.
Let's see if they can do that little rugby punt again. Patriots weren't able to stop Sachse on that last drive, so now you're going to give them the ball back about the same location as you did the first time, and boy, you're going to have to really double down on that defense, see what you can do.
Let's see if they bring a rush. Pretty good rush, but decent blocking, and it's a low one, but gets away from the return man. You're going to get a 15-yard roll out of this all the way to the 19, flip the field. 46-yard punt for Sauceda.
Well, Lakeview really needed that punt. Now, Sachse, see what they can do here. You got 8.5 minutes. Last time you had the ball, you drove it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone. They're looking to do the same thing again.
They went they went 47 yards last time.
This was a little bit better punt. This really flipped the field. This really helps everybody out from the Patriots' point of view.
Foreman in shotgun, waiting. Nash to his right, going to throw, 2-step drop, little pump fake, deep down the far sideline, way overshoots the intended receiver. Streaking down that sideline was Cameron Cromer. Boy, the Cromer brothers have been active tonight. All over the field, there's been a Cromer somewhere.
Here
a Cromer, there a Cromer, everywhere a Cromer.
6 yards to go for Sachse.
They are brothers, twin brothers, I'm pretty sure, because they're the exact same height and weight. 2nd and 10. Gonna hand it, that's KJ Williams.
The ball carrier.
Big, strong blocking right there. That big offensive line just pushing.
KJ with a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5 coming. Big down here. All 3rd downs are big in the 4th quarter with a 3-point lead. Especially in your own territory, because it's 3-down territory in your own territory.
You see Larry Wynn right there just really pushing people around.
We've had drop snaps, block punts, so 4th downs are never a guarantee. Here comes the blitz. He drops off the screen for Williams. Oh, it hits the ground. Boy, they had the right play called for that all-out blitz, but could not get the completion, and 4th down coming.
Yeah, the blitz came from the wrong side as far as Sachse is concerned. It comes from the left side. You see him break free. They're setting up the screen to the right side. And when you set it to the right side and the blitz is coming from the left, quarterback has to get rid of it a little bit too early.
And you're talking defensive right and defensive left, right? Punt formation.
Back to receive.
West is deep, the always dangerous West. Comes a wobbler his way. He's going to have to let it hit. That's going to get a little extra roll. Almost hit Zakamian's foot, by the way.
What was he doing?
Yeah, that's going to roll all the way to the 34-yard line.
West gets right over it and he starts playing jump rope with the football. I'm telling him, you got to get away from it. You decide to get away, get away.
Naaman Forrest and Wiley go into overtime, tied at 17. Good job by Wiley to come back. They were down 17-7 in the fourth quarter. Lakeview with a 3-point lead, 38-35. They've got the football, 1st and 10, 7:29 left.
I think I'm going to try to go to Zacamian West here eventually.
Well, with the lead, they're going to hand it for now. Wheaton fights his way for a couple of extra yards, and he got 4 out of not much there on 1st down. Wheaton's had a good night. Been a steady 1st down back more than anything.
Yeah. Hunter Spears there for the tackle, but not before he gets 4 yards on the play.
Lakeview would love to just run, get a 1st down, just keep that clock running. Here comes the all-out blitz, throwing, caught, and tackled immediately, but not before Zacamian. No, that's not Zacamian. That's Isaiah Askew, excuse me, with the 1st down at 49.
Well, they run that little post pattern really nice. That's the second time we've seen them really throw that really right on target.
Gain of 11. Fresh set of downs for the Patriots. Going to go with Wheaton, and he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage unless it's extra effort. Man, he was stacked up from the get-go. 2nd and 11. Clock running. They'll probably work that play clock here with the 3-point lead as we near the halfway mark of the fourth quarter.
See Carter there walking off the field. It looked like he got his hand hit or something, but boy, he was in some pain right there. So he goes off the field. See if we can see. Oh yeah, everybody just comes in and hits him.
Here comes Wheaton on the sweep left. He cuts it up. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but gets to the 44, and just 3 yards will be needed on 3rd down.
I tell you what makes him such a special running back is he's running one direction, and then he'll just see it, and boom, you see him right there. He just cuts. He puts that foot in the ground and goes straight upfield. And you do that with that burst of speed, you just kind of outrun everybody.
Big play here because you got to think they might want to punt it away on 4th down. It's 3rd and 3. You get the 1st down here, you can run a lot more off that clock. Wheaton's going to get the handoff, and he's going to be stopped.
There goes the ball.
Ball on the ground, picked up. They're calling it a fumble, and it's going to be a Sachse recovery. Huge break there for the Sachse Mustangs, and on the recovery was Ryan Jones.
Yeah, he's rumbling, tumbling. He would not go down either. Look at this ball, pops right out. Oh yeah, he gets his helmet right on the ball. Then Ryan Jones picks it up. I mean, takes a perfect bounce where he can just pick it up and take off running, and then it's like it's going to take the whole team to pull it down there.
So they'll start at the Lakeview 37. Sachse with all 3 of their timeouts and 5:09 on the clock, trailing 38-35. Here they come with 4-minute quarterback.
Boy, that's just a tough pill to swallow right there for the Patriots. And now they're not even in the right defense. They've got
4 receivers set. They're going to hand it to Washington. A pretty good hole over right guard, and just fighting across the 30 to the 29. He got 8 on 1st down.
Yeah, the Patriots weren't set up. They were trying to run people off the field and people on the field. And when you do that, you snap the ball, your whole defense is not set up. Everybody's yelling at each other where to go and where to set up, and then they snap the ball on you.
2nd and 2.
They're fixing to run a play, and they got to get him off the field here, too.
Got plenty of time, though, on the play clock. We're just nearing 15 seconds now. KJ Williams in at the back. He'll take the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. He may go to the 5. Touchdown, Sachse. They've got the lead.
Oh, my goodness.
29 yards for DJ Williams. Mustangs hadn't been ahead in a while. Have they been ahead at all tonight?
Oh, look at that lead block right there. That was beautiful.
Bobby, I think this is the first lead of the night. In fact, I'm pretty sure the first lead for Sachse, which is amazing considering how close this game has been. Lakeview led 7-0, then they led 14-7. I'm pretty sure this is their first lead for Sachse.
Yeah.
All-important PAT coming here from Chase Franks. Low kick, but it's good. Timeout on the field. Brand new ball game. 4:26 left. It is Sachse 42, Lakeview Centennial 38 on GRS TV. David Forrest has scored in overtime. Now Wiley's going to try and match down 24-17. Boy, give Naaman Forrest and Lakeview Centennial credit tonight. Both of them looking for the upset. Lakeview, though, now trails for the first time tonight at 38-35. They're going to get the ball back here. 4:26 left.
Yeah, they had a big mistake fumbling the ball on the 45 and giving the Sachse the ball right there around the 35-yard line. And boy, when you do that, and then defensively, they didn't seem like they were set up too good.
Kickoff to the 15. This is West trying to squirm loose like a greased pig. Zacamian West. Boy, he's explosive. He finally get him down.
His shoe came off
again.
And Sachse's guys are tired of it. They throw it down. They threw it. They took his shoe and threw it to about the 15-yard line.
They're sick of it. What is the problem? You know, once a game is enough. It's incredible. He's going to tie it. Well, does he have time to tie those laces? Yeah, he's trying to get them tied like it'll do any good.
I think how fast he is with shoes that won't stay on.
First and 10 at the 32.
He had some that were tied on his feet.
Lakeview down by 3. They got 2 timeouts left in 4 minutes, 16 seconds. Play action. Pass out. Caught, but did not get the blocking on the perimeter, and that's going to go for nothing. Jordan Brooks, the lead tackler.
Yeah, everywhere.
Nobody fooled on this, and they didn't get any blocking either, but there were more defenders than blockers, so that was expected.
Yeah, they were waiting on that. You know, a good play right here is to fake that and then let him take off running down the field, a little pump and go.
There you go.
Well, you get everybody coming to him, and then he blows past you and throw that little loop pass over the top of him.
2nd and 10. Little flip on the end around to Askew, and they string this one out nicely, and he'll be pushed out. Leading the way there was Devontae Gator, or Dwante Gator, excuse me.
It's about a 3rd and 4 here.
Big play coming.
Oh, he gets a different spot. They move it back.
Yeah, they're going to need 5
now.
Yeah. 3:29. The clock stopped when he went out of bounds.
Well, they got a bad spot on that one.
Could be 4-down territory at their own 38. Johnson's got the snap. Time to throw. Tipped up and picked off.
It's gone.
That is Braylon Brooks, and this is going to be a pick 6 dive. Touchdown, Sachse.
That's their second bingo.
Braylon Brooks. That is number 7 of the season for Braylon Brooks.
Well, the ball's just bouncing their way tonight.
He has 7 of their 14 interceptions as a team. He is just in the right place at the right time. This is the right place at the right time, literally, as he gets the deflection.
Yeah, he gets that one, and their last touchdown came the same way.
The tips have been working for Sachse. And now it's a 2-possession lead, looking to make an 11-point lead here. Franks. Low. Did he get it in that upright? Yeah, just barely through the right upright. Timeout, 3:16 left. Sachse took their first lead a moment ago, and now they lead by 11 at 49-38 here on GRS TV. Well, Sachse appears to be in control now with an 11-point lead. Quite an effort from Lakeview Centennial tonight, but they might come up short, although there's still 3:16 on the clock.
Yeah, you have the lead late into the fourth quarter, and you give it up 2 crazy plays, both off tip passes, both for touchdowns.
Here's your kick. It's West again. They're going to get him. Will his shoe come off this time? That's the big question. I think he kept his shoes that time. And Naaman Forrest has upset Wiley in overtime. It's official. It just happened. A pretty good upset over at Williams Stadium tonight. That means Wiley, who was tied for second, now falls to 3-2 after upsetting Rowlett last week. I guess you could call that an upset. And Naaman Forrest has won 3 in a row, including a win over Wiley, to move to 3-2 in district. They're going to be at least in 4th place when this day is over. They might actually, they could be in 3rd place. Snap to Johnson. Caught by Haro. He's going to be down at the 29 for an 8-yard gain. Sachse will give up all those that they want at this point with an 11-point lead.
Yeah, you just broke under 3 minutes left in the game.
Actually, that will move Naaman Forrest into a 3rd place tie with that win tonight over Wiley, because they'll be tied with Wiley. Huge win for the Rangers. 2nd and 2. Another short pass, that one incomplete. Looked like it might have been tipped at the line.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where that was going. You might be looking at a kid right there that's pretty exhausted.
You think?
West, I mean, look, he goes down. It's like, well, I can't get to that ball anyway. He looks pretty tired, though. He's got his hands on his hips.
Third and 2, Lakeview. Gonna hand this to West, a little end around, and he's fighting for that marker.
He got it, I think.
It's gonna be based on the mark, but I think he's got it by a little bit more than half the ball there.
Well, that's the first step. You got to get the first down to keep the chains moving. But now you've got to really strike fast. You got to get in the end zone. Well, they had some great blocking. Lead blockers there, just doing a great job tonight.
If this holds up, Lakeview would fall into 5th place.
32-yard line.
A game out of 3rd and 4th place. So they won't be out of it.
Here, I think.
This will be a big loss tonight for Lakeview.
False start. Lakeview Centennial, 5 yards.
5-yard penalty against Lakeview, false start.
Well, you can say this for one thing. They've played their heart out tonight. Lakeview really played a great game. They came in with a good game plan, doing that run-pass option. It, for the most part, worked all night. Defensively, they've played pretty good. They've had 2 touchdowns that were kind of crazy.
Little tunnel screen caught by Haro with a huge cushion, and he's going to get big yardage and a first down. But Sachse very much in a prevent defense. I mean, he was wide open on a short pass by 10 yards.
Again, you're right. They're in a prevent defense. They've got 3 safeties that are playing 15 yards deep. So they'll give that up. They'll just close in on you so you don't get anything fast. And they don't mind you using all 2 minutes of the clock to score a touchdown here. So just keep everything in front.
Give to Wheaton. Boy, yeah, he got to that perimeter and just turned it on, got to the 48 for a gain of 8.
I'm really impressed with that
More importantly, Bobby, he got out of bounds.
That he's got.
Yeah, watch the, look at the balance. Got out of bounds.
Yeah, see here, as soon as he plants that foot, man, he just goes right there, man. He can get going.
2nd and 2. 1:25 left. They still got the 2 timeouts, Lakeview. They pick up a blitz, pump fake. Haro was free and couldn't. Oh boy, he's also gimpy.
He twisted his ankle,
which he did earlier in the game. Although it might have been a cramp, and this might be a cramp also, by the way.
Yep.
Now you can tell he's kind of walking it off here, running it off. He's going to come out though. He doesn't have to come out, but I think he feels like he needs to
little pump,
get it stretched here.
And go.
Top receiver on the team. 3rd and 11. Pass caught. Do not know who 85 is, by the way. Not on the roster. But he got a first down. Move those chains, and they're doing a good job of getting out of bounds and stopping that clock.
Yeah, zip it out there.
They can score, or they might need those timeouts. It'd take a pretty good miracle at this point, but Lakeview still has a small chance here. Here comes the blitz. Oh, good time for the screen. He gets it off to Wheaton, who falls down, but he wasn't going to go much further anyway, and he stayed in bounds at the 35. Might want to use one of those timeouts here, maybe. Or at least go quickly.
Yeah, I think you got to think about it. I mean, you're at 50 seconds now. You
already lost 12 seconds since the play ended. 2nd and 8. Now they've lost close to 20 seconds.
Got to be going towards the end zone.
Another blitz. Caleb Reed got a hand on it as it was way behind him, and he could not corral it. That'll stop the clock. 3rd and 8 coming.
Well, they're running a blitz from the linebacker, middle linebacker, and then before the snap, he's coming around that right edge of the offense. See him? And he's just putting too much pressure on him too fast. He don't have time to sit and throw the ball. The play design was good, but they're going to have to give him a little help on that blitz side so that he has time to throw. Because you got 37 seconds. You got to start throwing the ball towards the end zone now.
Boy, you got, just looking at this further, let's keep it here on the timeout, Bobby.
Sachse.
Naaman Forest is really in the driver's seat for a playoff berth now. Let me tell you why. Not only did they beat Wiley tonight, they've already played Rowlett and Sachse. So if they just take care of business, they're going to make it to the playoffs, because right now they're tied for 3rd after upsetting Wiley tonight. So they're definitely in the driver's seat. Lakeview is in a tough position. They still have Rowlett and Sachse left to play. Lakeview does, and they're going to fall to 2 and 3 if they can't catch up here tonight, down by 11. So
they won't be playing Sachse twice. They'll be playing Naaman and Rowlett.
That's what I mean. After tonight, they will have Rowlett and Sachse played, though. So they'll still have Rowlett to go after tonight, is what I'm trying to say. North Garland and Garland are tied at 1 and 3. North Garland really needs a win this week over South Garland to keep their playoff hopes alive. But Naaman is really the team that made a big move tonight by winning that game.
And if Lakeview could have pulled this one off, the whole thing would be all mixed up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Lakeview's not out of it, but they got a tough road ahead. Deep one. Double teamed up in the air, incomplete. Or did he catch it? No. Reed, no, that was West who almost had it, but good defense by the Mustangs. As you can see, their celebration.
Beautiful pass. That's exactly what you want. You just give it to him where he can make a play. And the ball was put right where you could do. Oh, yeah, he did get.
By the way, the down marker said 3rd down across the way. The scoreboard said 3rd down.
Yeah, but it was an interception.
Down. Yeah.
It was an interception in the end zone.
Oh, I got you. He picked it off. Okay.
Yeah.
Braylon Brooks.
But he did hit the back of West.
I was going to say, are we sure that was an interception? Replay.
20-yard line where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Second interception of the night for Braylon Brooks. And he has 8 on the year. Came in with 6. He has 8 of their 15 interceptions on the year. And they're just going to run the clock out here. Lakeview is not even going to take a timeout as Kendall Miller strolls across the field to congratulate Red Bear.
What a great game, though. They gave Sachse a run for the money tonight.
That's a great football game, one of the best we've seen all year. Sachse did not lead until the fourth quarter and ends up winning it 49-38. Mustangs improved to 5-0 in district and their 5th straight win on the season. They moved to 5-3. Lakeview Centennial will fall, as I said, into 5th place. They're now 2-3, 4-3 overall. Bobby, any final thoughts?
I just think that was an awesome game, and everybody played their heart out tonight. It's what you call great endurance by Sachse, coming back in the fourth quarter and taking the lead and never giving it back up, going 2 straight touchdowns unanswered to end the game, and then the pick off at the end of the game. Just a great job by them. And Sachse, you got to say, hey, they had a lot of heart. They came out and played tonight.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks to our entire GRS TV crew tonight for all the great shots. Thanks to you for listening. Again, our other game all week that you can hear will be North Garland and South Garland here on GRS TV. For Bobby George, I'm Scott Powell. Final score again, 49-38. Sachse over Lakeview Centennial. Good night, everybody.